Paid.
Get her going.
I win.
I'm gonna harass. Yeah, where's the journals?
And they all the spellcasters that are staying have used up all their spells to give us benefits. Yeah.
All right.
All right, I guess yeah, I guess I could give a recap from my notes. Oh, who do we got?
Someone.
Matt.
Beans. Matt, we're missing your journal from like 2 weeks ago.
That was
We
supposed to
can't
be
hear you.
Alwyn's journal.
No, that
Oh
was
no,
last
can you
week.
hear me now?
Yes. You're driving.
Yeah,
I have a bunch of plate.
yeah,
Oh
I'm
wait,
driving.
did you put a journal? Did you
But
just
the
have a
ones
bunch
that-
of placeholders?
No, so, yeah, I haven't written the one from 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
But, that was supposed to be Alwyn. I re-listened to it. But I'll do it.
Was it Alan's?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay. Otherwise, it would
Oh,
have been my
wait.
We
placeholders.
started talking about it.
So why is there a bunch of placeholders from Clank there?
Because, I got blamed for it. But I'm gonna do it. Don't worry, I'm gonna do it.
Oh wait, maybe it was Alan. Okay.
We
so
couldn't
it
figure out.
mine.
Screwed that one.
last week was Ophelia. Then yeah, I have Alan for the week before. Did you say you were gonna do it though, Clank?
Yeah, I could. Absolutely.
Or I can, because somehow, yeah, there was a misinterpretation, and I'm sorry that you got blamed for my shortcoming.
No. It's, I kind of assumed that I volunteered for it.
Well,
Because I do that.
that's okay, because Mikey's the one in trouble. He didn't even put a placeholder for last week. He just didn't do anything.
Ah.
But yeah, I can do a recap, and hopefully Mikey puts a placeholder. But for 2 weeks ago, I don't know, Alwyn or Matt, like which one? I guess Matt or Austin.
I'll
Matt?
pick it up and then give Austin the yeah.
I'll do Clank's next one.
Alright. Fair enough. Alright, so if that's the case, let's see. I'll put Alwyn back on top of the order.
Cool.
Yeah, because I put him down to the bottom because I thought he had done it, but yeah, back on
Okay.
top. And Clank do it from last week, and then we should be all squared. We just need Mikey's as well.
Cool.
Okay, so let's see. Quick recap. From last time, I mean, it was basically just combat. You guys decided that you were going to open the door. Clank had pushed hard that this door should be open. There were some warnings about a portal on the other side, and that once the seal was broken, basically it would be, there'd be no way to close the seal again. But you fought, you managed to defeat the demons, and unfortunately it didn't seem like there was a way to close the portal from this side. There was some speaking with Demi, and she, I think... Who was it that mentioned that some paladins had gone through to try to close it? Was that her?
That was one of the
One of the dead bodies.
Oh, right, you questioned them. That's where that came from. Okay. So, yeah, they weren't sure how to close it, so they sent some paladins through, but those paladins seemingly never returned. So something happened, basically, and the portal remained open, so the door just remained sealed because they didn't want to send anyone else in there just yet. So it's just been a sealed room for the gods know how long. And there was a discussion over who was going in and who was staying, and that's kind of where we ended. So we are on session 78 now, The Secrets of Isik. The Fated Fellowship, as we re-enter the story. let's see. That was over in the halls of Tarsus. Should be in this folder. I'm so glad they let you organize the maps now. Makes it so much easier. Oh, wait. Am I in the wrong game on my...
Ruh-roh.
My stream is in the wrong game. That's embarrassing. Alright, stream, hang on. For my one person who's watching.
My mom.
Is it your mom who's watching?
I'm sure.
Alright, Miss Alwyn, give me a moment. Mrs. Alwyn. Alright. So we are back in the room with the portal. I'm going to stick Felix's character into the background. He is not here right now. And yeah, what do the rest of you want to do?
Do we want to... Radu had a good point about us maybe kind of going through our inventories and seeing if there's particular items we want to make sure stay on Gaia and other items that we want to make sure are with the people going through.
I'm going to wink Mikey out for now as well, because he didn't do journal. He's in trouble. He's in the corner. Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
Would also suggest we take a long rest before you all jump through.
And I have to wink Radu back in. Alright, so here, Radu, you are back in.
Yay!
Hey guys, what's up?
But yeah, by all means, that's a great idea to go through the inventory. I'm not sure if there's anything that should specifically stay on Gaia.
I think that there was a thought that maybe some of our treasure, just in case any of our bags.
This is out of game talk, right? Like you're kind of talking as.
I think we could discuss it in character as well. It was proposed out of character, but I think that it could be proposed in character if we want to do it that way.
Oh, and there is a new setting for the games called Shared Knowledge. So basically, when someone like wants to roll to know something, like a history check, about a monster or whatever, and I tell them, like I give a little description, like some story to them, do we want to assume that they let everyone else know, or do we want to assume that they keep it to themselves? What's the default setting?
I think we don't have any like deceitful characters anymore. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think for the most part, like we would all let each other know. At least Alwyn's default setting would be party. I'll put it that way.
I think
and I mean, you can still say like I'm not telling the group this, like
Yep.
before or after I say it, but just by default we assume either that you're telling everyone or we assume you're not telling everyone.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is I think that telling everyone is pretty much what most of the characters in most of the groups in my experience do, but we do need to still have the option to say if our character holds something back, because there might be a story reason that we don't voice it in that moment because of NPCs that are around, whatever, there could be things,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you always have the option. It's just by default, like, so you don't have to always say, I tell everyone this, I tell everyone this, I tell the group this. So it's just assume that you're doing that. Or if you don't want to have to say, like, I don't tell everyone this, I don't tell everyone this. Like, it's just kind of a default setting.
Yeah, I think it's less often that we're going to not share it, so I feel like that's when we should speak up and say something.
All right, so we're going to say shared knowledge is on.
That's my opinion.
Radu is definitely shared knowledge, except for like his specific contacts for smuggling, but that's a obvious one.
So the only time that might not take effect is if there's a reason why you can't speak to each other.
Yeah.
Like if it's a silence spell or there's something in game that would prevent you from sharing the knowledge. Otherwise, it's just assumed you are.
Yep.
All right. Then that is what we'll do for this group. I'll say shared knowledge is on. So we can always assume if I say something that the character who I'm telling is telling the rest of the group. Anyone who's there.
Cool.
Anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
What about in a stealth scenario?
Well, you mean like if you're scouting?
Well, like, let's say we're all hiding and one person, like, observes some creatures that enter the room or some deals that are going down or something and knows something about them.
We'd have to get
you're-
Pluto to
share it with
talk.
the rest of the party.
I mean, if you're together, then it would be assumed they whisper something.
Okay.
But if you're not together, then yeah, you could assume they, couldn't tell you.
Well, right,
or-
when they're not together, that's fine.
Or we have to get the telepathy from Kudo or
Exactly,
else
or
would
you
have
have a
that.
telepathic link or some other way that you like. This all assumes that you could share the knowledge. If there's a situation where you couldn't share it, then don't assume you know. But like if the group's together and you're just kind of casually, doing things, then yeah, like it's assumed that you tell people what you know. All right,
I'm gonna log off and log back in a few minutes.
Okay.
all right, see you in a bit.
And in this
Okay,
time,
he's gone
Clank
now.
Gets yanked into the
Are
portal.
you guys gonna tell Clank that you should go through the portal? Is that the plan?
100%. Yeah.
Like,
I
look,
thought it'd be
buddy,
funnier if he got yanked through there by a hand.
I'm not actually gonna do that.
You're taking all the
You
fun out of it.
didn't do journal. What?
The
You want
sin,
this open? You come too.
the sin of not journaling.
Yeah,
Has real consequences.
yeah. The DM is angry. I'm not one of those DMs. I'm just
That's
like,
good.
I'm good
you
with
didn't
you
buy
not
the
doing that.
pizza when
I'm
it
not
was your
mad
turn.
at you. I'm just disappointed.
Why is the roof
It's worse.
falling on me? I don't
I
know.
don't
It's
know.
weird how that happens.
Just
Maybe
yeah, totally.
Maybe you should buy the pizza when it's your turn next time. I'm just saying. The roof doesn't like it when you cheap out. But no, I
The
wouldn't do
roof of
that.
justice.
The roof of justice. The rocks
feeling of all
falling
things
of
fair.
justice.
Okay.
It looks like Alwyn, you have to display as your character. By the way,
Is it not doing the Alwyn 1515?
there's no picture; it's just a splotch.
What the thunder? Okay.
Yeah, the name always shows regardless of what you have selected, but you have to select.
go.
That right? Okay.
For the picture, yeah.
All right. So remember, when Clank gets in, everyone goes nuts.
Well, Bard.
Just kidding.
Quick, change the description to the abyss.
That'd
Yeah,
be funny.
all-
Like, yeah,
the whole entire party's standing
we
there.
all walked through the portal while you were in the background. So now you're in the abyss with us.
When you're in the abyss walks through you.
That would be kind of funny. It's
Unless,
the last 5 minutes while you were getting your computer, we went in. So since you're in the background, you're in there with us.
Alwyn could tackle him through the portal. I'm not above that.
Not about that. He has a low
I don't know if that's going to help our party cohesion in the abyss.
Alan had no
Oh.
control. Now his puppy.
I mean, Clank is wounded. Are we gonna like PvP this? Like, dying
Raven's
Clank is
dangerous
dragged through
little
the portal.
Yeah.
We can
I
have a
don't know,
sacrifice to get back through.
We need someone to sacrifice to close the portal. We're bringing Clank in for that.
That's what the all good party does.
Yep.
Sacrifice.
Abyssal sacrifice. Alright, so you said you want to try to rest?
Yeah.
You want to start with a
Um,
short rest and see how that goes?
Yeah, perhaps we back out of the room and get to a little more defensible point where if something does happen, we have more than a
We could drag
20-foot
some of
notice.
these. We could drag some of these pews into the doorway just as a barricade kind of bit of cover or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like here where
I don't know.
Alwyn's at. Yeah,
I don't know
drag
that it'll help all that much. It's just a thought.
pewage.
Like if we closed the door and like had some pews like leaned against it or something, then at least it's gonna make some noise when the demons come through.
Pew pew pew.
Like an alarm clock.
Oh, there's 2 homunculi on this map.
Put
Is-
them
and
in
that's
front
what
of the-
that's what this
Let's
is,
put
isn't it?
them in front of the portal.
Yeah, let's put both of these homunculi.
Oh, no, those are Clank's.
I knew one. I know that
No,
knew
no,
what it
no.
was.
These
When I backed up,
here.
I saw the second one.
can we put
Skeletons?
these two? Yeah, can we put them in front of the portal so if a creature comes through, it knocks into them and they blow up?
I mean, you could. That would be the end of the skeletons.
Can we make the skeletons? Are they wandering or are they staying still?
You can lead them around, but otherwise they just stand there.
Oh, okay, then sure, we could lead them over to the doorway and then kind of
They're
fill those.
walking bombs, am I not?
Yes. Well, I think we have to like kill them or shoot them. I think pushing them aside isn't going to necessarily. But if the demons come through and just swat at them, then yes, there would be a very large explosion that we do not want to be in the radius of.
But remember,
And-
they do fire damage.
Oh, so it might hurt us more than it hurts the demons.
We'll
Speaking-
be out of the room. We'll be back in this room here. So Alwyn would advocate for that.
Oh
that-
wait, actually, I think they do force damage because they are. They do what's it called?
Yeah, speaking of
arcane
that,
energy.
I could probably like unprepare anything fire related. Oh, I don't even really have anything fire like prepared, I guess. Okay.
Right. So you saying you want to put the skeletons near the portal?
Yep,
Or-
Alwyn wants to line the two skeletons up in the two squares in front of the portal. He will very gingerly lead them into
After
here.
all the party has
Put
come
them
through. Yeah.
here and here. Yeah, and then we will retreat back to the room where Rial is at and prepare to do our rest there. And that way,
we
while
can
we're resting,
close this-
Alwyn can keep eyes up here and watch at the portal.
And can we close this door and like bring one of these pews with us and just like lean the pew like vertically against the door? That way there's like going to be a clatter and stuff if anything comes through.
So the doors open inward, like into that
Okay.
room.
So that the pew would have to be placed on the other side to be up.
Yes. So
Reaper,
you could
we can-
kind of drag it near where the doors close, but yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
kind of
fine.
hard to barricade.
Yeah, I guess that's awkward, yeah.
And can I scooch these two skeletons together?
Sure.
Thanks. Yep,
Alright.
that'll work for me. And then Alwyn will post up here since we can't close the doors. He's just gonna watch through the doorway while we rest.
So go ahead and position yourselves where you're going to be. You said you're closing the door?
No, door's gonna stay open since it
Can I
opens
climb
inward
inside
anyways.
this old cauldron for some extra protection?
Rial is like, I'm
Yeah,
so
if you
out.
want. It's all rusty, but you could jump in there.
Hope you have your tetanus.
Alright, so I'm going to try to pass an hour. Again, there's a decent chance of danger with that portal open. Yeah, hour passes, no issue. So you can spend a short rest if you want.
Well, I mean, Clank might want to for some hit points, but
It is now 2:40 p.m. Technically, Clank is in the background right now. But yeah. When he gets back, he can spend a short rest if he likes.
That's what I'm texting him right now.
Alright, so it is now 2:40. What do you wish to do?
We as a party would like to proceed into the portal.
Alright,
um,
or are we waiting for Clank to have that discussion?
What is it? It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Well, I mean, like, to say that he should come
thought
with you.
okay, Ophelia and Clank both said they wanted a long rest, right?
Yes?
I believe so, yeah. So we've made the short rest happen. Can we put that time towards long rest, or do we need to reset the clock? There we go.
You can long rest every day at 8 a.m.
And
So
the
you
time
have
right now
to-
is
It is 2:40 in the afternoon, so you cannot rest until tomorrow at 8 a.m. and then you can long
Gotcha.
rest.
Yeah, that's why we were saying that if we did Hollow, it was going to be like basically 2 days because we were going to have to wait for a long rest, and then then like the Hollow would have taken 24 hours to cast. So
And I will say that there's a high likelihood if you wait that long. Well, you wouldn't know. Maybe maybe nothing's near the other end of the portal right now. It's hard to say, but it is definitely dangerous. to, leave the portal open.
And
So
Matt has
while
been
we're
texting
having
what's
our short
happening.
rest, Alwyn would like
Cool.
to converse with Clank.
Okay.
Yes.
Clank, my friend, it would mean a lot to me if you would go with us through this portal. I know you have your reservations, but I really want you by my side. You're such a powerful help in the group, and your wisdom would be greatly needed in the abyss. I'm very unsure about this abyss, and I want you to be there with me.
Ooh. Ooh.
If you don't go, I could develop a stutter.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got right now. Um, one second. So the abyss is from my understanding rather infinite, and maybe
I
we
would
could spend
follow
the
you
day.
to the ends of the earth, my friend, and I hope you would do the same for me.
Maybe we could spend the afternoon here trying to find a way around here to lock this portal.
I would be okay with that. Maybe we should. What does the rest of you say? Should we try to shut the portal here first to ensure that nothing comes through to upset?
That seems
Not
yeah.
upset, upset Ophelia.
What Edison said.
Yeah, I concur.
All right. Well, how are you gonna try to? What are we doing? What's the plan?
Blank, do you think we could study the portal some more and divine some way through study to close this, or should I try to consult with Demi some more? I know so little about these portals.
Yeah. Oh. 1 second. I'm gonna be a few minutes, so y'all should keep talking.
Okay.
You're the one I need to talk to.
When we were waiting for.
You're the man
I
of the
think
hour.
that, I'm pretty sure Ophelia said she needed a long rest before we jump through this portal. So maybe we should just continue the rest.
And deal with the consequences.
Yeah, I mean, if
Handle that
humans
first,
show
yeah.
up, we kill them.
All right.
I mean, feel free to offer other options, guys.
Alwyn's like a country bumpkin, and we're talking about like supercomputers and portals. Like, he's so out of
Basically,
his
yeah.
realm,
It's
it's not even funny.
I could shoot
That's-
an arrow at it.
Can I
Yeah, exactly.
Radu's the same.
reduce the portal?
You're not sure if reduce would work on it. You could try.
Maybe it will only let smaller.
Well, I
demons
meant
through.
like if we make it small enough, can we chuck it in a bag of
holding.
So you can't actually touch the portal. It's just like a magical field that seems to be maintaining a tear between worlds. It
Gotcha.
doesn't
And
have a
like
physical
touch
touch
the
to it.
surface and your hand goes through.
Yeah.
Did we ask Demi about other secret rooms in the halls of Tarsus?
No, but I can certainly go check. What is the goal
And then-
of that? Are we hoping that there's a key to this in another
There's
room?
a solution somewhere, or information about it. And then the other thing is this altar here. I'm not sure if the portal is connected to the altar.
If I remember correctly, Demi. Scratch that. I might be mixing
So
it up with a different
Demi
group.
didn't know much about the portal. You're not, because I'm not. You're not in any other group that's encountered this.
Well, I was gonna say that I thought that Demi had indicated that they were unaware of the undead and a lot of the stuff that had come into the halls because it wasn't there when the the Rune Masters of Tarsus were controlling these halls. So I know that I don't know anything about the portal. I just meant that in general, the stuff in this halls has like come in the centuries since these halls were abandoned, right? I don't know if what I'm saying is the portal and the demons may not be related in any way to Demi or the Rune Masters or their knowledge, you know.
No, you definitely think they would be, because the dead people here who were from Tarsus and from the Therian Empire, you know,
They were okay. All right.
they said they sealed the room, and these paladins basically went on a suicide mission into the abyss to try to close the gate, but obviously they failed.
Okay, so this would have happened like back when the Therians fell, when they lost control of this place, or
Yeah, so a lot of these undead were followers of Orcus and Yinagu, it seems like, because you have like the the Bodax and a bunch of like the skeletons and just certain undead that would be products of Orcus's magic. The
Gotcha.
actual Demi didn't know much about the portal other than the fact it was sealed. Most of the information you got was with Speak with Dead from this soldier who passed during the battle and kind of told you what happened.
But yeah,
go ahead.
I would say we should investigate this room to see what allowed this. I mean, see if there was something that allowed this portal. You know, we haven't really looked much around the room, and we seem to have some time before Ophelia wants to jump through. There is this obsidian altar here, which might have something to do with what happened.
So the altar itself in this room, you would believe, is a little chapel to Moradin. Or not little, but a large chapel to Moradin. Probably the main place of worship within the halls of Tarsus. The altar itself doesn't look corrupt. It looks like a normal, like, religious altar. But for whatever reason, the demons use this room as an area to open their portal.
So it was probably opened on the other side.
Yeah, which is why it seems like you'd have to go through to close it.
So Alwyn would kind of be pacing between the two rooms. Friends, can you help remind me the significance of this pillar in the other room? I remember we did something with them before that had to do with the skeletons.
We charged it with magical energies. The skeleton's blast is one such magical energy, but we were able to charge it with spells as well. And it's what allowed us to open the door when the runes were charged.
Yeah, so also...
Same thing with the other room up to the north that had similar pillars.
So the line on the floor, Riala, you're telling me was what connected to the door that I'm standing in? Is that correct?
If I'm remembering correctly.
Okay, my simple mind, I see the blue line on the floor and the blue force field and thought maybe there was correlation between the two, that we might be able to drop that force field by interacting somehow with that pillar back there.
And by the way, the pillar runes are glowing now. Most likely because you put the power source into the, hollow point. It might be powering this whole place.
Oh, and are we going to leave that behind, guys, or take that with us?
That would be one of the items that I think I thought y'all were talking about divvying up.
Well, I didn't realize we left it in there after we talked to Demi, but if we did, I definitely would have been like, guys, we should probably take that with us so we have it anytime we need to activate it. We can put it back in.
Well, at least for now, it's powering this place. And,
I mean, I would absolutely 100% tell the group that I think that we should go back and take that power source and keep it with one of our party.
Calling Demi would summon her to wherever you are. Just FYI.
In the halls, right?
In the halls of Tarsus.
Right.
You assume.
So it's not that big of a trek back to the pedestal to summon Demi if we need her. But as soon as we leave the halls, then we're leaving our power source behind. That's my vote, but yeah. What do you guys feel like it makes sense?
I don't know. Hopefully there's something here. on this side, but if we need to go through, I'm ready.
Oh, Alan, as much as I want to, I really fear the other side.
You
I
were
think.
so adamant about opening this. It's part of the adventure, isn't it? Please,
Oh,
friend.
treasure was part of the adventure.
There's tons of treasure in the abyss, right? Let's go.
Demi told us that there was a dangerous portal beyond these seals, and we've broken the seals.
And I vote for. Yeah, I'm not sure what point you're trying to make.
I
Well,
want
I
you to go
mean,
with me, my friend. I don't want us to split. Go with me, man.
I am. I don't really want to go to the abyss.
And I
Oh,
fear we must try to figure out some way to close it from this side, because Ophelia would never let us leave this open. She would lose it.
I know. I voted, or I was from the perspective of leaving it open. We will be far from it while we are in Isik.
So as you're speaking, there is a poof, and a little demi-sphere would appear, looking to Alwyn.
Hi, Demi.
Hang on a sec. I gotta look up a name.
Topo Chicho.
It's not that. Oh, is it this one? No, it's not that one. What was the name of the rune master that you have the ring of? For some reason I can't find it now.
I didn't remember the
I
rune master.
cannot remember his name either.
Yeah.
If you give me a list, I'll tell you which one it is.
No, I'm. Let's see. It's not Isik.
yeah, the journal just says Rune Master's Ring.
I have the name somewhere. Oh, you know what? Did I put it? No, it's not there. It's not with your NPCs. Oh, Athenian. There it is. It's an unknown.
Rune
Okay.
Master Athenian.
So Demi would appear and say, Rune Master Athenian, it's been several hours since the seal's been broken, and I just wish to warn you that there is still an abyssal portal present within the halls of Tarsus, giving a great danger that demons could come through. That's
Demi.
all she says.
Do you know of any other way or any other rooms in here that might give us that we have not yet explored?
The halls of Tarsus have several large hallways connecting several of the main rooms, including the labs, the famous alchemical labs, the worship area, the magical labs, the vaults of Tarsus, the library, and of course the Hollow Point room, which is the main hub of any Therian structure.
Can you remind me, Demi, have I been in the magic room recently?
I'm sorry, Rune Master, I cannot tell you where in the halls you have been and where you haven't been.
Very well.
I had assumed you'd visited all the areas of this, of the halls of Tarsus.
Yes, my memory is not great. I thank you.
She says, is there anything else I can help you with?
I don't know what to ask. Alwyn is like just at a loss.
You know,
Guide us back to the library?
She says, the library can be reached by going through the corridor northwest of here, then near the entryway heading west.
Very well. Thank you, Demi.
You're guessing it's the burned out room that you guys torched. That had some bookcases that were
Naturally.
destroyed.
yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, let us look around and see if there are any answers. Alwyn, I trust in you and Ophelia and Rhea. I think Kudo and I would be better, but more useful trying to find a way to close this portal on this side.
Oh, wait, we're going to get stuck there?
Yeah, wait. Alwyn's now quite confused and upset.
We would be working to find a way to make sure that you guys have a safe passage back. The paladins do not seem to have made it back. And I trust that Kudo and I are smart enough to figure this out. But I would suggest for the rest of the day we search the labs and library for any information we can find on this and who was responsible for opening this rift.
Well, we were responsible for opening the door, holding the rift. I feel like we
Huh.
must do something
Yeah.
to take care of this.
We can close the door and go far away.
So people can come in, or bad people could come in and build
We
up in
can't
the room?
reseal the door. It's just a mundane door that we'd be closing.
Yes, but if we are far away, it will not affect us.
Plank, I'm a little concerned right now. You're willing to let us leave and go into a portal where you fear to enter with no guarantee of return, but you wish to. You say you guys will use your smarts to help us from this side. But I fear that the unsaid word is that you would rather send the sheep through and preserve yourself. I wish us to stay together as a party in everything that we do, friend. I do not wish to separate. I do not wish to leave anybody behind. If we were to meet fate and lose our lives, I would rather go down together as friends, fighting to the bitter end, than separating and losing each other alone.
Ophelia has a way to bring you back here.
Does
If
she?
Ophelia's alive. Out of character, he said he's got banishment.
Oh,
So
yeah. Okay.
if you say that, anyone with Arcana, is it who can cast banishment? Is it just priests?
Ophelia,
But
clerics
yeah.
and some others, but mostly just clerics.
All right.
we also have a ring of spell storing.
So then a religion check might reveal something. Banishment's
Cleric,
what level?
paladin,
4?
sorcerer, warlock, wizard,
Oh, okay,
and some
so
domains, and some oaths and domains. Yeah.
So Arcana or religion then. Yeah, you might know something. So Clank, and I don't know if you want to tell them this or not. You know that banishment is a very finicky spell. When you banish something, it puts them in a random place in the plane that they're being banished to, which could include in the middle of the ocean.
I think that's our last ditch backup. I don't think that's our
Yeah, in fact, it's
plan.
random, so in all likelihood, they would end up in an ocean somewhere, because that's like most of the world is oceans.
Cool.
So it's very risky to banish as a means of planar travel. So I don't know if you want to tell them that or not, but you would know that banishment is not the best option to return home. I should say, would you tell them that? Was that something?
Oh, actually, Lou, did you want to inform him about the public knowledge thing that you were talking about?
Oh,
with us
right.
Before?
I don't think he was here about that.
I did. I did hear about that.
Okay.
So,
I think you heard about that from another group he was in.
so I guess when Ophelia first started bringing that up, I would have brought it up.
Okay, so
I
yeah.
invite that.
So banishment would be a very risky form of, getting yourself home. Is it better to be in the middle of the ocean or in the abyss? That's debatable. Kind of depends on what your situation in the abyss is.
Yeah.
You're very smart, Clank. And my concern is that if you feel like this is a bad idea to go through enough that you won't go through, I don't think we should go through until we have exhausted all options of not going through. And should we go through, we go through together. Pass or fail, we ride or die together, my friend. And kudo.
I appreciate the independence of each individual being. I cannot force anybody else to do anything. Yeah.
But did you not
Yeah.
use your words, your outgoing manner? I mean, you're a leader of sorts of this group. You've coerced us to open this door, and we have this issue we have to deal with now. So let us see if we can find a way to close this portal from this side,
Cool.
and if we cannot, we will revisit this. Sound fair, my
Cool.
friend?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
All right, so how are you going to try to close it from this side?
I would. So we have some time today, right?
It is currently
It's like 2:00, 2:30.
2:40.
Cool. Yeah, I would suggest we spend time in the library and the labs to try to find, a book or information.
Do you mean the library or labs here in the halls of Tarsus?
Yes.
Because I think we destroyed the library and we've searched the labs.
Yes, but we can search again.
Okay.
You do still have the Hollow, which is an information repository.
Oh, and we do have the Hollow. Oh, yeah.
Now, question. Okay, yeah. So the Alcavian labs are being powered right now because that stone was basically protected. You couldn't take it out.
Well, we also never unshielded the portal point in the Alcavian labs in this group.
Yeah, but it's active. So
yeah.
You should be able to access their library.
Oh,
'Cause
like we could port there?
No, like you could just read the books in that library
gotcha.
as part of the Hollow.
Yeah. I don't know if the druids that we left in control there have vanquished that demon or not, or if he's still lurking there on the teleportation.
Alwyn teleported there. Alwyn teleported there before.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, and the demon wasn't there anymore?
No, we got rid of the demon.
Oh, you guys fought him. Okay.
They didn't fight him.
Yeah.
Banished him.
In this group, I think they... Did you...
We banished...
You didn't do
Elric
the ritual,
banished him.
you just banished
Correct.
him.
Yeah, Elric banished him, so Balrog is back in the...
In the abyss somewhere.
Yeah. Watch us run into him.
On the other side of the gate.
The same one.
Well, he would have come through.
I remember
by
you
now if
guys.
he was there. In fact... No, just kidding.
Yeah, no, I was just remembering. I was just remembering that when this group first left the Alcavian labs, he was we hadn't undone the force field to get to the power source, and we hadn't undone the force field that was keeping that demon in that one portal room and stuff.
Alright, so
But if we
what do you want to
teleported back,
do?
then that must have been one of the sessions I missed or something.
Let's check the arcade. Let's spend some resources here today to try to find a way to lock this door or close the portal. We've already tried ways to get rid of this force field, to loot this dead body.
Hey, Rennie, any ideas? I mean, what else do you do when you have a patron that's more powerful than you?
Yeah.
What you say? What you say?
Wait, who are you asking?
My
Yes,
patron.
So usually you would commune with your patron more like in a state of like what's it called? I don't think you can just talk
Meditation.
to her. Yeah, I don't think you could just like talk to her by talking out loud. She's not constantly watching you. But like, yeah, you could meditate to try to converse with her.
Okay, I'm gonna go try to meditate. I'm gonna go sit over here. Let me know if anybody has anything from me.
Great.
I'm gonna go try to see if Remy might have suggestions.
All right. Have you talked to her in game before, or him, or what? Or
No.
it? Okay. So you have
Them,
to
I
make
just go with them.
I have to make a character for them then. What's it called? Remy?
Yeah, Key-Ren, Rennie.
Key Ren? How do you spell that?
The race is Key-Ren, or the monster class.
Kirin. Ki.
Oh, like one of the
R-I-N.
unicorn things?
The yeah,
The scaly unicorn, yeah.
ugly one-horned mule.
Remy, you said R-E-M-Y?
Riny.
Rennie? Rennie? Alright.
It's in chat.
Because my character is that dance that he created the name. I just put a link to what a Key-Ren looks like in the Discord main chat.
My new spirit animal.
Alright.
You said that the hollow point was a repository. Can I search function that somehow? Can Alwyn go play with that and try to find answers through the hollow point?
Yes, do it.
So you can well, I mean, I don't think you've done it before. You can try a few things and see what happens. Okay.
Gonna be int checks probably.
So you sit down
Boot.
to meditate.
Oh, I figured this is going to take a while. So if you need to do other people's stuff, that's fine, is what I'm...
Oh, when are you gonna go interface with the platform? Or the pedestal or
Yeah,
whatever?
in the same way that a homeless man born in the early 50s would interface with a public library computer.
Mhm.
Ria's just gonna assume that you need maybe a little help. Just
Please, Alwyn has
I mean, if you tell her you're
bleeding
if you tell
in
her,
his eyes.
if you tell her you're gonna try and get knowledge, she's gonna put enhanceability on you for intellect or intelligence. She doesn't know if it'll help. She's just trying to help. There you go.
Reality does
Remind
not
me-
perchance put the right questions in my head as well.
Remind me how you first got in touch with Rennie.
Tripped over, basically kind of saved them accidentally in the woods, and then the relationship grew.
Alright. Saved it from what?
I didn't specify, so because I wanted to leave it open for whatever we needed to discuss with that. So if you want to...
You could come up with something now, I'll run with it. Absolutely
Okay.
anything you want that makes sense.
Okay, I'm going to say a bunch of villagers trying to trap it.
Alright, so
Is that something that my character could actually handle? And
my
not cause
question
problem?
would be, though, this thing is really powerful. How would these
Yep.
villagers have trapped it? Like, it could murder, like, multiple towns by itself.
I think it was more of I don't want to murder, and yet they keep doing stuff that makes it so I'm going to have to murder, and then my character interrupted to make it so murder didn't have to happen. That type of...
So
So
you
saved it
like
from actually-
diffuse the situation.
Yes. Because even first level or fifth level barbarian couldn't do jack squat compared to that creature.
All right. So that makes a little bit more sense. Maybe it was happy to not have to defend itself. All right. So you sit down to meditate, and I guess you haven't done this in a while, so
Nope.
it would be nice to hear the voice of Rinny in your head once more. It says, Radu.
I'm sorry, the number
happy-
you've dialed.
Huh?
Sorry. The number you have dialed has been disconnected and is no longer in service.
No,
Sorry.
There's no phone number here. It would indeed connect with you. It's luckily, able to hear you, and says, Radu, it's been too long, my friend. He says, I have been pleased with what I've seen of your usage of the powers I have given you. So well done.
Oh, great.
He says, why have you come before me in this meditation?
There's a portal to the abyss open, and I know you're trying to help me be better and be good, and that's a bad thing. So we're trying to find a way to close it from this side before going through, because we're not sure if we can come back if we go through. So help.
Generally, are there demons that have come through it?
You guys have said yes, correct?
We fought
Out of
some
character.
of them.
Yes, there have been.
And your allies with you, those who are perhaps more magically inclined, do they know when this portal is supposed to shut? How much energy does it have?
I don't know. They didn't say. They're doing the, maybe we should go research a library type thingy, because we don't see any levers or nothing to pull, so close it. So
How long has this portal been open?
just a little while.
Most portals don't stay open long. I'm guessing some sort of dark being opened this portal because the tear between worlds was weak at whatever point it happened. But the portal should close on its own soon. You should guard it until it closes, and then you should be safe once more. Do not enter the abyss by any means. Stay away from it. Becoming trapped in the abyss could be devastating. I do not wish to bring about your death.
Would I still, if it has to be closed and it's not closing, and we have to go through, would I still be able to contact you from there, just like I hear, or not?
Did someone say it would not close on its own?
They were talking about possibly that it wasn't closed on its own, so I'm bringing that up to you. As you know, I'm not that intelligent, so I don't know all the details or of how to deal with this.
If this is a permanent tear between worlds, then yes, the abyssal tear must be closed. Demons escaping into this world, especially if one of the greater demons or demon lords found out about this, whole armies of death could come through and attack Gaian.
That's why we're trying to deal with it.
If this portal will not close on its own, then you must go through. You must close it or seal the area by any means necessary. You cannot allow a portal to stay open on Gaian, one that attaches to the abyss. One that attaches to any plane would be dangerous. The abyss is one of the most dangerous portals one could leave open. Something of great power must have opened it in the first place. Because I'm sorry to put this on you. I'm sorry to put this on you, Radu, but yes, if the portal is open and the area cannot be sealed, you must go through and close it. And then hopefully, if that is the case, you must find a way back from the other side. It'll be one of the hardest things you've ever done, but I do have faith in you.
So any idea of how to close it then?
If it is I cannot be where you are, so I cannot see the portal, but if it is a permanent portal, it's likely you will have to go through and disrupt the energy from the other side to close the tear.
Okay, so look for the energy.
Ask some of your magic users, or maybe if there is any type of literature in the area. Maybe someone else wrote on it. That would be your best bet to gather information on the portal.
Okay.
Says, I
Thank
hope
you.
you can figure this out.
I
Reggie.
can't, but I'll help them as much as I can to try to figure it out.
Just make sure it doesn't remain open. Could be devastating for
Wait.
the world.
And it's the reason why we're trying to fix it. Yes, of course. Thank you.
I might have people who can help in case you fail. I will get in contact with some of my celestial brethren.
Nice.
We can possibly get help there, but it will take time. So
Okay.
you will be the vanguard to this mission.
Okay. I'll do whatever I can, even up to the final thing,
All right.
if needed.
So you end your contact with him coming out of your little trance.
And let everybody know exactly what, as per our discussion earlier.
Yeah, so you would tell them what you were told.
Oh, that's a lot of responsibility, Radu. I was hoping for better news, my friend.
But it is very good that we have an ally reaching out to powerful celestials who may find a way to aid us.
Yeah.
Could
It cannot
Alan
hurt.
maybe look around the room some more now with having the fox's cunning and see if there's anything physical giving us a clue on this portal in this room?
You can do another search, but I think you guys searched the room pretty thoroughly.
Okay, I couldn't remember whether we had or not.
I think
so-
perhaps you should try entering or touching that pedestal again and communing with Demi to see if you can glean any knowledge from this.
As you say, Demi, she will appear there.
Oh, cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello
Or perhaps
again,
you don't
Demi.
have to touch the portal. Perhaps you can simply interact with her here.
She says, how is it that I can help you?
I still don't know what to ask. Can you tell me, Demi, when roughly this portal came into being?
The portal happened during the attack on the halls of Tarsus. And she would give you a date, like during the last cycle, when this place was attacked by...
Be
Apparently-
hundreds of years ago?
Over 1,200.
Yeah, over
1200
1200
years
or
ago?
so.
Okay.
It was a long time ago, yeah. She says, is there anything else you wish to know?
Ask.
Request access to archives related to portal lore.
Oh, very well. Demi, can I get access to any sort of knowledge, lore, or literature that you might have on portals?
She says, unfortunately, the Hollow archives are severely limited at the moment, as most of the Hollow points have been unpowered or destroyed. Currently, only the library at the Alcavian Labs is available. You would have to go into the Hollow to access that library, or the representation of it within the Hollow.
Very well. might do that.
Says, of course, Rune Master. Is there anything else I could tell you?
Were you around when they sealed these doors?
Says, yes, there were several projects related to the sealing of the area. They were logged in the Hollow as private rituals. There was the sealing of the door, and there was the magical crystal needed to close the portal from the other side.
Would I
Crystal?
need to access the Hollow Point to view these records?
With your permissions, I can give you descriptions.
Please do, Demi. Thank you.
So she would first. So did you want to know about the sealing or the crystal?
Both. We'll start with the sealing and specifically the events, people involved, anything to do with potentially the ritual or ritual components that were used to facilitate the sealing of the doors.
So the seal was created using powerful magics, which unfortunately reference something in the Rudemaster Tower, which you don't currently have access to. So the ritual, to get access to the ritual they used, you would have to have the Rudemaster Tower connected to the Hollow, which it currently isn't, probably because it was destroyed, you would assume. But yeah, it basically talks about them doing this complex ritual to seal that whole area, keeping demons from going through the walls, the door, basically anything, any way of getting out of there. They were just stuck in that room if they came through the portal. Because they didn't have a way of closing the tear from this side. The second project was creating a crystal that they believe they could use to disrupt the portal from the other side. Once
Do you
again,
have
it
any
would
record of that?
So it was apparently created within the Alcavian labs and should still be there.
Oh.
So you don't ever remember encountering anything like that when you were there.
Can you give me a description of that crystal, please, Demi?
So Demi would kind of change shape, floating as this white opaque crystal now in the air, and she says it would have it looked like this.
Alan would quickly turn to the rest of the group. Does this look like any of the magic crystals that we currently have in our possession? Can we look through our bags?
The arcane crystal is the blue one, and the soul crystals are all like blackish, purplish, right?
And she would say, if this sealant crystal is brought to the other side, it is theorized it will be able to close the portal.
And you said, to your knowledge, Demi, that crystal still resides in the lab?
In the Alcavian labs, yes.
Do you
Can
have
we
any
all hear
record
this
of where it was
conversation?
stored?
Yeah, Demi's floating in the air there, just kind of talking.
Does anyone have... I think I know
You
Kudo
would
does.
assume she's being created by this pillar here.
Oh, okay.
The one that's right across the way from you.
We could attempt some sort of contact with the druids that we left guarding the Alcavian labs and ask them to, if they've found a
Or we could teleport there.
that meets this description. Perhaps we could, but if we cast like sending or
Ask
something
first, yeah.
see if they've encountered something that matches this description and explain the situation. Of course, I know the words are limited, but perhaps it would be worthwhile to contact them.
Cool. Rhea, you got
do.
sending?
I do not. I know Kudo
Cool.
does. I'm not sure if anyone else can. I'm pretty sure it's not a druid spell. Let me check. Bard, cleric, wizard, peace domain, and the great old one. But obviously, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they list the peace domain separately when all clerics get it, but anyway. Maybe it's one of the ones that's always prepared.
Do we want to try that? And try to teleport there? and talk to them? Try to find this crystal?
Teleporting to
I
the
think
labs
that's the
means
best lead we've got so far, right?
teleporting to
It's
the
either that
lab.
or rest and then jump through this portal.
Teleporting to the labs means leaving this portal unattended. I think it would, if we have any way of contacting the druids magically, I think it would be worth telling
Okay, I
them.
can stay here.
But if we have teleport and it's not there, then that's a waste of
Teleport
spell.
back.
But if
Oh,
I
we
we
think
have
he means
there,
we
using the
have
hollow.
we have 3 teleports. Yeah.
He means
Well,
to use the hollow teleport, I believe.
yeah, you can teleport via the hollow
We
point.
wouldn't need to use magic or our own magic.
As long as both hollow points are powered, you can move from one to the other.
But if the whole party goes, then we leave our arcane crystal here, powering this place, and we leave the portal unattended.
I will stay to guard the portal.
I don't.
I can as well, so you and Alan can go.
Okay, is that what you're doing?
If that's what you would
Or
like.
do you want to stay here and me and Alan go, or...
I definitely don't think any one party member should stay here alone, and even two is scary if
Here
any
they would be
groups of-
overwhelmed. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
if
would
any
be better
groups
to
come
go
through that
together
portal. Yeah.
and come back and fight whatever may be here.
If we try to go and return quickly, then it may work, but there is, of course, the danger that we will be delayed. But I will go if that is what you guys prefer, and as I am the most likely to speak with the
I
druid.
think you
I
have
mean, I
the
think
most inroads with the druids, do you not,
Yeah.
Riala?
I
It's
think
true.
the whole group
They would be
left on
least
good terms
threatened
with
by
them,
you?
but- Say again?
They would be least threatened by you and be the most amenable to working with you to find this crystal that Demi just morphed for us. Do you feel
Perhaps.
safe going by yourself, Riala? And we stay here, the rest of the party, to guard this? Or would you like somebody to go with you?
I have no fears of following this plan. I think that I could certainly do if this is the party's ask. Of course,
What
I
about
think with your heightened permissions with the hollow and skill, and connection there, that it may or may not be useful for you to go as well. But I'm fine with this plan if everyone thinks this is what we want to try next.
how would we get you back to us can you re-teleport back to us, Riala?
Yeah, since the Alcavian labs are powered and this portal here is powered, my understanding is that it can be used both ways.
What if we have you establish a telepathic link with Kudo? And that way we can keep you informed of if we're getting overrun here and you can come back to help us if we need it.
Kudo, my friend, does your telepathic abilities have any type of range? And I know he's not here to answer, but...
Yeah.
Does anyone know?
Sorry, I was just reading up on your encounter with the druids and what happened
Dude.
to Aleka in this story.
We were all trying to... Yeah, that's right. And Aleka stayed... Yeah, Aleka's... No, we helped Aleka get out, didn't we?
I think you convinced her to stay to make peace with Balivor, is what I'm reading.
Okay.
She wanted to leave, but he was kind of her betrothed, and he said, convince her to stay and I'll help you. And it seems like that's what you did.
Yeah, I think Rhea felt a little icky about all that, but yeah, that sounds right. Now that you say it, I do remember.
Yeah. All right, so are you heading back? Sorry, I missed what you said.
Well,
I think
we
we're
were
good
trying
because
to
that is a telepathy spell, right?
We were trying to recall what the range of Kudo's telepathy is.
It's like a mile.
Yeah, it's not that
But if
far.
it's a
I was
telepathy spell, I think it's
talking-
any creature you're familiar with as long as
I
it's
think it's
within
a
the same
class.
plane of existence.
No,
I think it's a race ability.
It's the apparent mind.
It's
the
class.
apparent mind's.
Is
sorcerer.
that? I mean,
The
technically,
aberrant
he's in the
mind thing?
Aberrant. I
background
always
right
screw
now.
that name.
No, you're fine. I'm not sure if I said it right.
So we have to assume he doesn't exist right now. So we have to work with
we
what
do.
we have.
Okay, then yeah, guys, I think that this plan is worthwhile since we know the exact object we're looking for and where it was last known, and we have friends that have been controlling that space for a time now. They may have found it. Maybe not friends, but those whom we have
Associates?
some sort of alliance with. Yes.
Did you bring an offering of gift and peace to try to trade or barter for this item? I don't
Do
know
we have
how.
any gems? Do we have any valuable gems that aren't necessarily particularly useful as spell components that I might take as gifts? I believe they indicated that they valued such things, such treasures of the earth, in the past.
Let us check. Can we look in the?
You want me to give up my gems?
Oh, or other items of some value, I guess.
Do you
I
want to go through the portal, Clank?
Nope.
My
I
friend,
told
maybe
you
it would be a
I'm fine
worthwhile
walking away
investment to
from this.
barter a simple gem. My friend, I know you love the shinies, but I will help you find more if this will get us to close this dadgum portal without us having to potentially lose
We do
our
have an
lives.
emerald.
Well,
Oh,
remember,
nope, that's the wrong one.
from what Demi said, the crystal has to be used on the other side to close it.
Well, wait, we're talking about going over to the Alcavian labs to try and
Yeah,
find
we gotta take that damn
that
gem through
first
the
step.
portal.
Yeah,
We're
they're
still
doing part
effed.
one.
Yeah,
This is
part
just
one.
this is just knowing for sure that you'd close it on the other side, not just be standing there like, all right, so what do we do now?
Right.
I don't know how to use it, but I will gladly go through if that'll help. On
Go
the
through to
second
the
port,
labs.
no, the portal here.
Oh, gotcha.
Once you guys bring it back,
Oh, yeah.
but I have no clue what I'd need to do on the other side. But I'll gladly do it.
All right.
Uh,
So
So that's-
sorry, I keep hearing different things. Are you guys going to see the druids, or we're bringing gems? What's
So-
the
I
plan?
mean,
Frank, did you say
I
you
think
have?
we need to pull the trigger here
Did you say you have an
and do
emerald? Frank?
something because, no,
Someone said something
I
about an
did say
emerald.
that. I did say that, but I was
Because bear in mind, if I remember correctly, the emerald is not of particular use in any spellcasting. So, and it could be a kind gesture for me to take such a gift, if no one objects, and
Yeah.
then I will go.
we don't have an emerald.
Oh, we don't. Okay, sorry.
Lou, they're trying to find something to. They're like the emerald was a negotiation tool, not
Yeah.
confused with
Yeah, something
what
to
we
barter
need.
with the druids for the crystal for closing. The closing crystal.
I mean, I'm not saying that we might necessarily have something of equal value to the crystal. I intend to explain to the druids that there is a portal to the abyss. The demons are coming through, and assume that they will be on board with what we're trying to do here. We shall see.
And the rest of us are gonna guard the portal while she's gone.
All right. So
We have a pearl and a ruby.
Rubies are valuable in spellcasting, though. What else did you say?
A pearl.
Oh, yeah, give me the barrel. The chryso barrel.
Pearl, he said.
I don't think.
Earl.
Oh,
I
Which is
Coral.
also a spellcasting thing.
Did you say coral?
Pearl.
Pearl. Okay. All right. Sorry. I apologize. I couldn't
But
quite understand what
yeah,
you said.
let's make a decision and move forward.
Well, I think we've made the decision.
All
right.
Rhea's going to go to the Alcavian labs and
So
talk to the
Rhea-
druids. I don't
Cool.
know if anyone is going to come with me, and I don't know if we found anything to kind of bring as a gift.
Sounds like it's just you. All right.
Okay.
So Rhea is going through the portal, which you would start up. And yes, it would let you create a portal over to the Alcavian labs. And I can theater of the mind some of this. We have to change maps. If you go through, the druids would be watching the room, but they would recognize you and say, Rhea, you return. Welcome.
Greetings, friends. I would do a formal greeting in Druidic. Is Balavor or any of your leaders available? I have a slightly urgent request that I think you will want to know of.
Hang on, checking something. I did give them. Yeah. Okay. So. Just make sure I have all my information for these druids open up in front of me. Alright. Okay. So they say Balavor, he is in the area, yes. Though he's not within the Alcavian labs. We can send for him if you are willing to wait a moment.
Certainly, that would be most useful. I apologize for urgency, but there is something a matter of rather pressing concern, so time is rather important. So if he is nearby, I would certainly go to him, or if he could come here, I would most appreciate it.
All right, so they go and summon him, and he would come meet you around 3 o'clock. Says, it's good to see you again, Riala. I hear you have a matter of grave importance.
She would repeat the formal greeting, and then she would, you know,
Tell him what's up.
likewise. Yeah, she would,
Alright.
I mean, she would be, diplomatic about it. She would say likewise that it's good to see them, and ask briefly if all is well here, but then pretty quickly kind of move into basically there's a demon portal that we want to close, and we got this information about the stone. She described the stone, and according to the Therian records or the
I'm
rumors,
gonna stop you right there. A demon portal. Why are we even talking? What is needed to close it?
I explained that we got from the Therian records that there was this crystal created, and last known location was Octavian Labs. So I'm hoping that his people have discovered something of that.
Demons are creatures of pure destruction. They will throw off the balance in any place they exist, including the destruction. Or they will also cause the destruction of nature. He says, "I know the crystal you speak of. We found it while basically searching the labs. The white crystal. I can give it to you, of course, if it can be used to close the portal. Is there anything else we can do to help you with these demons?"
We don't know entirely how the crystal works or how to utilize it, but we do know that we must go through the portal and use the crystal on the other side. Do any of your most learned know how that would work?
He says, a portal summoning demons most likely leads to their homeworld. I don't know much about it, but such a trip would be suicide.
Yes, we're aware.
At this point, he gives you the guy basically comes with the crystal and gives it to you.
Excellent.
This white crystal that you saw.
I am extremely grateful for you helping us in this endeavor.
Says, yes, I'm just glad you found this portal and can close it. It cannot be left open.
If we go in, would any of your people wish to accompany me back to this place in order to guard the portal on this side until we accomplish our endeavor?
He nods. He says, I can send some people with you. Where is this portal exactly? Maybe you told them already.
It's I described the location and both the Cheruvian name for it and the Therian name for the area.
Says, wow, our ancestors were certainly gifted with magic to be able to quickly teleport such distances. I can send some people to help you guard the portal, though I don't know if even our grove's strongest warriors would be enough to stand up to demons.
Understood. We did destroy some that we found in the area of the portal. We know not how frequently others may pass through.
It's all right. Well, I'll like I said, we'll bring some of our people over to at least keep an eye on things after you go through. And he says, myself and Aleka will come as well.
We appreciate your support.
Of course. It's important we protect the environment protect Gaian from such evil creatures.
Thank you for seeing me such short notice and lending your aid so readily.
Yeah, so a little while later, Riala would return with about 6 druids, 2 of which are Balivor and Aleka. All of them, pretty well armed, ready for a fight. And you would see that she does have the mysterious stone.
I will pass it to... Well, I'll hold it out for a member of the party. Thinks that they might be the one to utilize it. And I make introductions as well.
So yeah, they're the druids, I think, know some of you, so they would greet you as well. as well as greeting some of the newer people who they've never met.
Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah.
Radu takes the crystal and says, so what do I do on the other side?
I would look back to Alwyn, like, what does Demi have to say on how this might be activated?
Clap, clap. Demi!
And she poofs back in. She says, yes, Rune Master.
Demi, do you have any record of how the crystal that was built, how to activate it to close the portal on the other side?
She says, retrieving archived information on the portal closure project. And suddenly the voice changes to a dwarf. Seems almost like some kind of like recorded message as he says, the crystal, now prepared, must be touched against the runes using to sustain the portal on the other side. We believe that some kind of magical energy is anchored over there, and the crystal will absorb it, thus weakening the portal and releasing the tear, allowing it to close. Once the crystal absorbs the energy, it can be used for study later, as it will contain possibly valuable demonic energies. And that would be the end of the recording.
Do we think the user will have time to come back through the portal while it's taking effect, or will it be an immediate closure? Does anyone have any insight?
Demi will say, retrieving archive entry, and the voice will once again change. It's even another dwarf, a different dwarf, will say, I believe once the portal once the energy is disrupted, the tear will close immediately, trapping whoever uses the crystal, at least until they can find another way out. And then she goes back to her normal voice.
Oh, this is unfortunate news. Are those who can banish able to banish themselves?
Once again, wouldn't that make it difficult for them to correct where their banishment goes to?
If you trust me to go over there.
Sorry, what did you say, Robbie? I heard you crying. What did you say, Robbie?
I'll go through. Banishment is not, as Clank told us, banishment won't necessarily mean that they'll come back here. They can end up in on top of a mountain or in the ocean.
Agreed. I'm simply thinking out loud how we might plan for some way that whoever goes through might have some chance of rejoining us. That was just the first thing that I put out there. Again, it is not the most ideal return. What else do we think are options?
So at this point, Shock is going to step forward. He says, friends, it seems like only one need go through.
I'm willing to be that person, Shock.
He says, I know you
Is
are.
Melody here?
Melody is here as well.
How does she look about this offer?
So she would say, I am going to go with him. And he says, I've talked to her, and I think if someone must give their life to protect our world, you all are always at the front, risking yourselves. Perhaps this is something I can do, along with Melody. He says, I don't want to, but it seems like our only option.
I don't like it.
He says, I know...
if you give me the crystal, I can go through. And I have a way to get back, yes.
Something more reliable than banish?
Very much so.
What is it?
Are you able
to transport?
Are you able to transport more than just yourself with this method?
Unfortunately not.
I'm most reticent to send someone alone, but if someone is going alone, I would prefer to send someone who has some means of returning to us, but there is still great risk.
I have my armor and my fisticuffs.
Balivor would say, what do you plan to do to get back if the portal's not there anymore?
Teleport. There is such magic that allows for planar travel.
He says, oh, you have a way of walking between the planes.
For myself, yes. But not for others.
And he shrugs. He says, well, that makes it easy then. If your friend can just close the portal, then walk back. He says, I thought such magics were beyond many, but he must be a powerful spellcaster.
You doubt my skills?
He says, no, I was admiring you. As I said, I myself do not know how to travel through planes, and I don't think I know anyone who does. So it's fortunate we have someone with those abilities. And Shock kind of... So are you bluffing here?
Do I have to answer that?
If you want to whisper me, if you don't want to reveal, like for, mysterious reasons, you can whisper me. Because some people, some of the NPCs might be able to, detect something here. Alright. So yeah, Shock would say, are you sure you don't need help, my friend? There could be a lot of danger on the other side.
Danger was my mother's middle name. But it shouldn't take me long, and I have Dan Quayle here.
If you are willing and sure of a source of return, then I much prefer this plan to someone going through that knows that they will be unable to leave.
Do you mind giving Radu and I some privacy?
Yeah, no problem, Clank.
Okay.
Alan's very confused.
So wait, does Clank have the crystal, or does Radu have the crystal right now?
Radu took it from Rhea, but Clank asked for us to give it to him if he...
So
he's offering to take it, yeah.
Was Radu giving it to him?
Well, I want to talk with Radu privately before.
Roleplay do it, or do you want to actually go to the other channel?
Oh, roleplay is fine.
Okay.
The room.
Okay.
I missed that.
Radu. You understand this is a suicide mission?
Yes, but my patron says it needs to be done. And if I can do that, then I can help you guys here by being there.
And I can do the same.
Yeah, but you haven't pissed off so many people like I have. You actually have lots of... I've got contacts. You've got family and friends.
And this will allow me to protect them.
Yes, and you can stay here and protect them too.
Well, you want to flip a coin?
Okay.
Cool. One is you, two is me.
And he pulls out a coin, throws it up high. You said odds.
I think he already rolled it.
Oh,
but if you want to roll it, yeah.
No, go for it.
Yeah. Are you okay with one being you and two being me?
Sure.
Right. I don't want to see you go.
Okay.
Oh. But you think we might have a better chance of making sure this happens if we both go?
That's funny. I've got no problem with both, but I'm definitely going through.
So you guys are talking off, like, privately right now?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, yeah. So, they're kind of whispering off to the side, having a bit of a discussion. And yeah, what are you gonna do?
How do we, Radu, how do we convince the entire group to let us go and then stay behind? They seemed intent on all of us going through. I hope I've been able to convince them that I can teleport back.
You didn't convince me, and I'm dumb.
You don't give yourself enough credit.
I'm a people person. I'm not a smarts person.
Or do we just walk through?
Alright, so did you guys go over by the portal while you're having this discussion?
Radu was inching that way. That's why I kept moving the character on the map.
Cool. Yeah, and
so I will say you all, like, see them going over to the portal. I don't know if anyone's saying anything.
I mean, like, Clank asked to speak to Radu privately, so I assume they've got some sort of plan. Like, Clank has never been deceitful that I know of with us, so...
That's my job.
But at the same time, like, if they keep inching closer, I might stop kind of giving them the privacy that they asked for, and, hey guys, what's the plan?
Are we within line of sight of them at all?
Oh yeah, no, you see all this.
Privacy in the other room?
No, you see all this. You're standing in the room.
If someone is going through, if someone that is going through that cannot return, that does not have a way back, then I would prefer to go with, so that we might have some chance of navigating the plane until we find another way to return, and someone is not alone and unable to perhaps have the numbers or power to have such options.
It seems here Radu has a way back, and I have a way back.
Radu, you have a way back you did not mention before?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm going to be working with my patron the whole entire way, so that they might be able to get me sneaky around that stuff. They'll definitely be able to give me directions.
Balavor says, well, whatever you all decide to do, we shall have our people here watching the portal until you're able to close it.
Yeah, honestly, guys, in character, I don't think Rhea has any reason to mistrust either of you. Out of character, I'm suspicious, but I think she's going to believe you because seem like you're being sincere.
I mean, you just watched me a while ago talk to my patron and get more information than we had before.
Oh, was that conversation privy for all of us?
No, as soon as it came out, I said I told everybody.
Yeah, no, and
you guys.
By default,
and
now he tells everyone. Like, by default, like, you just can assume that he told everyone.
And Rhea absolutely thought that was a valuable conversation. She was really pleased to hear that someone might be, like, sending some Celestials to kind of help us over there. So they might be there to help you, but I worry, or anyone that goes through, but I just worry about anyone being on their own.
Is Alwyn saying anything about all this?
Alwyn sees them going to the portal, but, like, I don't think we know anything of what they've said, right?
Well, they both claim to have a way back if they go through. Which you might be a little suspicious of. It's up to you if you want to be suspicious of that.
Actually, no. Radu says he might have a way back. He doesn't have a guarantee. He never said he had a guaranteed way back, but he'll be able to communicate with his patron on the other side to give him a leg up on getting back, or at least out of the abyss. Because I'm going to go to Sigil, damn it. No.
I insight check them.
So, I think that's another thing we never decided. For because for the rules on charisma and other such things, like you don't generally get to roll like deception or persuasion. It's just basically like if you choose to like believe someone's character or not. That's only versus NPCs. Do you guys want to use those type of rolls like on each other, or would you rather just have it so they're kind of turned off?
I kind of wanted to leave it to chance to see whether Alwyn sees through anything, or whether he's like, okay, you guys have a plan, like, I love you to death, be careful, or hey, wait a minute, something's fishy. Like, I don't know. Just leave that to chance.
So we do want to use rolls for that? Not just
Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
I mean, can we choose based on our character? Like I said, I am choosing to believe them because I don't think Rhea has any reason whatsoever to think that either of these would be deceitful towards her.
All right, so we'll say
Owen's just really confused right now because first he was trying to beg Clank through the portal as a group, and now they're like, we'll go ourselves, and he's like, wait, what? You guys, I want to be with you.
So give me an insight check then versus Clank's I guess deception check.
Oh, the insight that he already rolled.
Oh, 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on,
Clank.
Let's see what happens, man.
Oh,
23. I used. Oh shoot! I forgot to press enter, but I used a Kenku recall. I meant to.
Oh.
Let it.
All right.
How's the 20
really wish you would have pressed
23
enter.
go? Do I believe him?
Me too.
Sure. We'll say you used a Kenku recall. Yeah. So it seems like Clank is being honest.
Clank, you're a dear friend of mine, and though I've only got to know you a short while, Radu, you are part of our party.
Thank you.
I wish you guys the best. I hate this whole situation. I don't like us splitting. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be without another party member. I've suffered great loss in my life at such a young age, even. Please be careful. Is there anything that we can do to give you something, support you, anything? I hate this.
Are there any things that we carry that might be of use for you, and are there any things you carry that should be left here? I believe that Clank carries all the coins and essences and components we've gathered.
Alwyn, you have the bag of holding.
And if you look over there on the bench, you'll see some gauntlets right there.
Oh my gosh!
Wait.
So icky.
Like a tear starts to form at the corner of Alwyn's
you're going
eyes.
into the abyss and leaving all your magic items behind?
No, just
Clank
the one
isn't
that was
carrying
blown.
any.
Oh, just the one I gave you.
Just the gauntlets of ogre power, which were loaned to me. They weren't.
Oh, night.
I'm gonna give you another check at advantage, Alwyn. Another insight check at advantage.
Clank is gonna hold out his pull a ruby out of his pocket and say, "Alwyn, hold on to this for when I come back."
So I'll say that you might be getting really suspicious since he's going into the abyss and actually leaving items behind that could be very important to his survival.
Well, I think. Wait. So Radu said he's leaving gauntlets. What is Clank leaving?
Clank is gonna walk over to Alwyn and hand him a ruby worth 100 gold pieces. And say, hold on to this for when I get back.
But you are still carrying the bag of holding that you usually
I haven't
carry.
been carrying the bag of holding for months.
Oh, the inventory says you're carrying a ton of stuff.
It's Clank's bag of holding, but Alwyn has been carrying it for months.
Okay, so the party inventory says that you're carrying pretty much everything.
And just to check,
Alwyn is toting.
Is this
everything.
bag of holding one of your infusions, or is this an actual bag of holding?
This is an actual bag of holding.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. All right.
This is not where I expected this to go.
I feel icky about this, but I just, like I said, I don't think that she would mistrust you, so please be careful and return to us right away.
I will do my best based on what
That's
I
the
can
plan.
do.
So
Now wait a
Okay.
second. Who's going? Like, why are two of you going? Because if two are going, why aren't we all going?
So Alwyn would kind of pause and look to Riala and kind of wait to see the response here.
Because the only reason that we were considering allowing one person to go all alone was if we thought that they could use the crystal and return and then return.
And both Radu and I are able to return. But it seems others.
I keep saying I'm going to do my best to return. It might take me a while, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to use my patron and their contacts to try to get me out of there as soon as possible to get me back here. But I can't guarantee it immediate return. But that is what my plan is, to go through, get the job done, keep people safe here, and work with my patron to get me back.
Mikey's really going to regret missing this session.
Right?
Do you have to go, Radu?
The group
Alwyn
keeps
says-
pivoting. I'm so
Yes.
torn.
Alwyn's,
No.
Alwyn's kind of in anguish right now. Like he's kind of got some tears in his eyes. Like, Radu, do you have to go? Clank says he has a guaranteed way back. I don't think you should go if you don't have a guaranteed way back. We can't lose you.
But I'm about to experience the abyss. I've never been. It sounds fascinating.
So
So he
As
wants
a-
to go.
as a
It's a new
tear
experience.
rolls down Alwyn's face, Clank, Radu, it's hard to find the right words to express how much your friendship means to me. From the countless laughs we've shared to the moments of silence, every memory we've created together holds a special place in my heart. Please be careful and know that as you guys leave, you've left a mark on my life. I cherish the times that we've spent together and the support that you guys have given me through all of this. Please come back to me and know that the bond we share will always keep us connected. Please come home soon.
I will do my best.
That's the plan.
Owen hates all of this with his being right now. Like, he is losing it.
Okay, so out of character, I'm so conflicted. But in character, like I said, I think she's like, please be careful. I hope you guys are right. Like, whatever you say.
My insight tells me that Clank is lying his ass off right now, but I love and support him.
So, you guys planning to go through then? Are you stepping in?
Radu does.
Oh my
So,
Clank and Dan Quayle follow.
Oh my goodness.
all right. Well, I was gonna say we should talk about something before you go through, but all right. So you vanish
Oh.
through the portal, and I assume you do intend to use the crystal to close it on the other side. Right?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
that-
So a
yes.
moment later, a portal would close. And the druids all kind of cheer. They say, thank goodness Gaia remains safe. That could have led to, the destruction of everything. I don't
Owen
think...
snaps back. We shouldn't cheer yet. They're not back.
Well, he said he had a way of getting back. I assume he will be back shortly.
Then let us wait for celebration until our friends return.
Do you two have backup characters?
I can have one in a couple minutes.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need backup characters. Because
No problem.
at this point, yeah, the fate of your characters is kind of gonna be left to chance. I was expecting you all to go through, or like
I
some
was-
of you.
I have every intention
Not
of.
what Alwyn wanted at all.
I thought that like we started this session where Clank was firmly not going through, and everyone else were like ready to go. And what a pivot! What the heck?
Right? Yeah, I'm out of character. I'm like, what the fuck? And in character, Alwyn has just been gutted.
Yeah, I mean, at this point we have a couple of options. Like,
Which one brings them back? That's the one I want to hear, please.
Yeah, right.
I mean, everyone else would have to make backup characters, or Abyss characters and we could follow their storyline.
I would love that.
Or we can, you know,
if I could somehow support them in another way, like,
I
damn
can
it.
follow either storyline. Like, either we follow this storyline or we try to figure out what happened to them in there. But that would be like a whole different game at this point.
What do you
Mikey
want us
is
to
going to
do,
be
Clank?
so mad he missed it because I have a feeling Ophelia would have just jumped through.
Yeah, well,
100%.
I mean, we gotta be here, or else it's kind of just how it goes.
Can we
Ophelia.
support you, Clank, or what do you want to do?
Say what?
Can we support you? Do you want us to roll characters and come in with you and help you in
Well,
there? Or
you wouldn't
wanna
come
do a
in
dice
with
roll?
you. You'd be characters in the Abyss
Meet us
already.
there.
Okay.
Because, yeah, that ship
I
has
mean-
sailed. I thought
made
you
the
all were
choice
going to
to
go
go,
in.
and I
That would
wanna-
have been
yeah.
the easy way to do this with you all.
Who wants to roll up like a tiefling with me that's like that we're siblings or something?
Yeah, Riala, let's do it. You know I suck at making characters, but I would like to respect the very serious choices that both of them have made and however they want to play this out.
You guys completely screwed me up here.
I would be down
Everything
for
up.
following. I would be down for following either group. I would enjoy playing characters on two different like sides that we jump
Well,
between, or that we do one
I mean,
and then the other.
so
Yeah.
out of character, I stepped through knowing that Clank is dead.
I don't understand. Like you were so firm that you weren't going through, and we weren't
Yeah.
even. I don't understand.
Do you
what
hate
made you
Alwyn
shift.
that much that you won't go on an adventure with him?
I'm so
You know,
confused.
so I saved your lives.
Fuck
You wanted
that.
to be the
Ophelia.
hero.
We Dyers survived together, man.
But why did two of you have to
Fuck.
sacrifice? I'm hoping that Rini is gonna come through for Radu and Clank.
They're gonna
That's
pop
what
back
I'm gonna-
here in the next
I am
30
gonna
seconds. in
firmly
game
hold
time.
on to that hope.
That who?
Rini,
Oh, your
Radu's
patron.
patron.
Radu's
yeah.
deity, or Alwyn's gonna go jump off a cliff.
So
Did not want to be alone. That was his biggest thing. He wanted to be with
yeah,
all of his friends.
I
through
don't.
thick
I
and
don't
thin.
fully. I mean, I kind of understand. Clank's chaotic neutral, so he's all over the place. So I kind of understand his reasoning. But if we want
This
to
is like
try,
that- Go ahead.
yeah, if we do,
Do we
want
want
to
to take a 10-minute break right now?
sure,
Yeah, I
if
want to
you guys
ream your
want
ass,
to.
Matt.
Wait, guys, let's hear what he was about to say.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, if we want to have a scenario where Clank's more likely to survive, we can still play out the Abyss story. I mean, I have a lot of content for this adventure, but yeah, everyone who was tricked into not going through would have to make, alternate characters.
I'm down for
Riala,
that.
work us up some twins, girl.
Well,
you have to make your own
wanna-
character. She's not making it. You're not making it for you.
right? Exactly. I was just suggesting maybe like some linked background or something.
Yeah, like tieflings would work, undying characters would work, like some kind of weird I guess they're not undead. What are they called? The ones that
Reborn?
yeah, I think it's reborn. Like reborn, some kind of reborn. Some kind of celestials might work. You could be related to the original paladins that went through, like some kind of
that would
tortured
be
reflections
interesting.
of them. You could be warforged that were destroyed and reactivated on the other side. There's a bunch of different little stories we could go by. I will say that there isn't really a settlement that you'd be going to, so there's no real outpost or place where others could join you. It's like a deadly wasteland over there. So
So
we
how
have
is it that we would be encountered?
like I said, you could have been warforged that were partially destroyed, maybe reactivated. The wandering remnants of the paladins who were kind of corrupt and partially demon, but still alive over there, represented by being.
So whatever characters we roll up are somehow lost or wandering or waste, basically.
You could be maybe Rini contacted some of the gods and what are they? Not celestials, but what are they called? The half celestials?
Demigods?
No, not demigods.
I don't remember off the top of my.
It's like
My mind.
it's basically like tieflings.
ASMR?
ASMR.
ASMR, yeah.
Well, that's what Rhea is.
Yeah, so you could be like another ASMR who's been sent to try to help with closing the portal. So yeah, you could be something like that.
Okay.
Those are most of the options that you could use if we want to follow this storyline, because we kind of have a split here in like the the storylines. Either you kind of leave Clank to his fate and maybe he'll survive, maybe they won't, or yeah, we play through his storyline and see how it goes.
Well, he's there with Radu.
So let's
Oh.
Radu and I. Clank stepped through the portal knowing he's gonna die. Radu, what are your thoughts?
It's exactly what I said. Is he's going to try to use what he can to be hooked by crook to get through. He doesn't expect to live, but that was his thing. Is to try to survive. What?
Yeah, he's not giving up. Like he's going to try to get back regardless. Is what
Sure.
I'm saying.
Or get somewhere safe. Period. Like Sigil.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. It's up to you guys. Like I said, I was kind of expecting most of the group to go through. I wasn't expecting them to trick you guys to stay behind. But I mean, it makes sense for Clank. Is Radu chaotic neutral?
Chaotic good. And this is a good thing.
Yeah, this is definitely... Yeah, I mean, I guess wanting to not put your friends in danger...
Save the world.
The whole
thing.
thing, really.
Definitely saving the world. Or saving Gaian from a possible demonic invasion, obviously. So I'll definitely give you both story points, or not story points, inspiration points for that choice.
For their dead characters.
My next character, please.
They're badly endangered.
Well, again,
characters.
if we play,
I will not accept that they do not still have a chance.
If we decide to play out Clank's storyline, he wouldn't be dead yet.
Well, I'm gonna definitely throw a disposable character away to save Clank.
Oh, I mean, don't think of it like that. This would be an actual character. He wouldn't just be appearing here to die.
If I must die to save Clank,
let's
let's
do a 10-minute break, and you guys can talk about it.
I almost feel like Druid is off the table. It just seems so unlikely for a creature from this place to have learned Druidry.
No,
I mean,
no. Druids could be anywhere. You need to look at the Planescape system.
Oh yeah, we better take a 10-minute break.
Well.
Hi, Mikey.
Hello.
You.
Oh my word!
Have you been watching?
Okay.
I have not. I've been at the kids' final game of the year.
You guys can
fair warning. You would not guess. You would not guess what has gone down.
You guys just debated the whole time. Clank died.
Very close. Very, very close.
Yeah, so Alwyn really wanted the group to stay together. And so he tried to convince Clank that Clank should go through, that we should all go through as a party. Alwyn didn't want to be alone, didn't want the party to split. We spent a fair amount of time trying to find a way to close the portal from this side. Alwyn finally was able to get enough information out of Demi to find out that in the Alcadian labs where the druids are, there is a crystal that was built to shut down the portal. The caveat being, the portal still had to be shut down from the other side of the portal. So Riala comes back with the druids and the crystal, and Clank and Radu have a little conversation by themselves next to the portal. And Clank bluffs that he has a way back out of the portal. Radu flat out says, yes, I have no way back. I'm going to try my best to find my way back, but Clank and I are going together through the portal. And Alwyn insight checked, realized that something was not right, gave this super heartfelt, I don't want us to split up. I love you guys, blah blah blah, whatever else. You'll have to watch the recap on that. And Clank and Radu step through the portal, and we're looking at re-rolling characters for people, or adding characters to go.
Clank also
to
gave
the
Alwyn a ruby to remember him.
Yeah, which fucking crushed Alwyn's soul,
To,
because
like,
why the fuck would Clank give up a ruby that he loves so much, his shinies?
Because he's going to return to get it.
Wait,
fucking
so
better.
Clank and Radu are through the portal now.
Yeah.
Yes, and they closed it. They closed
Portal's
it. The portal is
closed.
gone.
The
Wait,
rest
what?
of the party is locked in. Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's just go in after him.
And Rhea did
No.
not know they were lying. Like, neither of them, there's no reason that Rhea had to mistrust either of them. And so when Clank claimed he had a way back, she believed him.
And I left it up to chance. I rolled 2 insights against them, and I rolled a 20 and then a 24. Alwyn had a really bad feeling in the bottom of his heart that this shit was going down.
One other thing is that Radu communed with his patron during a short rest that we took. And his patron was concerned about this portal and said that they were going to go talk to some contacts and see if he could get some celestial beings to go there to try and help us. This is before we knew how this was all going to go down, when the whole party was still considering going in. But so Radu said he didn't have a way back, but he also is pinning at least some reasonable hope on the fact that his patron may come through to him and there might be some allies, but they're not going to be there right away.
No. Okay, so how are
so
we?
The question now is do we want to still follow the story on the abyssal side, but now it's us re-rolling characters instead of the people we thought it would be?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, I'm down to play on the Abyss side
I
and have
agree.
the 4 of us re-roll characters.
I like that idea too.
Definitely
I have
not
a
what I was
character, but I can't
expecting,
put a bastard into roll 20. No, not me either. Yeah.
but
I feel like
I'm
Ophelia is
all
stamping
for
her
it.
foot and fuming right now.
Dude,
Alwyn's just crying. His heart's ripped out.
I would have been right there with you guys, going through, been like, yeah, let's go. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, as a team, together.
Yeah, we gotta. Oh man.
Through thick and thin.
And there's a bunch of druids standing around cheering because they're like, oh, those brave souls went through and closed the portal, and the rest of us are all like,
Alwyn lost his shit. He was like, don't you dare fucking clap until our friends come back.
Literally, my biggest flaw is I will be the one to sacrifice myself to save people, and Ophelia
And they just
would have
deceived us and went through themselves.
did it anyways.
without-
Oh my god.
without the deception from Clank, Rhea would have fought much harder than she did. But she trusted Clank.
Wow, that's mistake number 1.
Yeah,
Wow.
Clank's sitting over there on fucking mute right now, just breaking Alwyn's heart.
Oh my god, this is what I come back to?
Yeah, thanks for leaving.
Oh yeah, apparently oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I mean, did we take a long rest at any point in time?
No, we couldn't risk the portal.
We only
took a
did a
short
short
rest.
rest. Well, after Alwyn talked, Alwyn had Demi access some hollow archives, and that's how we found out about the crystal. And so then we were like, oh yeah, if there's a crystal that Therian specifically created to close this portal, and its last known location was the Alcavian labs, heck yeah, let's teleport over there and see if the druids have found it. And they had. So that worked out really
the teleporting. Right. I'm like, there had to be a day or two that passed. Okay, the teleporting.
Yeah, we used the hollow teleport, so it was immediate. And we only sent Rhea because we didn't want to leave the portal unattended. But luckily, I got there and I talked to the druids, and they were immediately concerned about a demon portal. And they're like, yeah, we've seen the crystal you're describing. Let's go get it. And then they came back with me. And they even sent a group with them. Because at the time that Rhea came back with the druids, she thought the party was all going to go into the portal and into the abyss. So the druids came through to continue to guard it on this side while we were gone. So
this is, oh my gosh. Okay.
Right.
I mean, I guess as soon as I get a long rest, I have some spells to possibly get some insight about this.
Yeah. I think
And
the
I
hard
knew
part.
that out of character, I knew that banishment was like could get us back, but we would be split up across who knows
Right.
where. And that was a chance I was willing to take. Like maybe have all you guys go through, and then like my original out of character thought was like us go through, find a way to close it, have all you guys go through, Ophelia be the one to close it, and then banish herself back, and then try to meet
Yeah.
up with you at some point.
I was down for that as far as a backup plan, but I think that my preference would have been for us to kind of spend a little bit of time once we went through, staying together as a party, protecting one another, but like kind of look for options, a little bit. I don't know what we would have found, but I definitely think it was
Right.
good that we at least had that as a backup.
Okay. Well,
I
this
have a
is
character, I just can't figure out how to build it or put it back into Roll20.
Mikey, do you want to be triplets with us? Alwyn and I are talking about being Tiefling siblings. No.
oh man.
I've got a Warforged. I just can't get the information into freaking Roll20.
Oh, you're
Do I
gonna do
build
it
it in
Warforged?
D&D Beyond and then port it over? Or...
I mean, I guess yeah, Typhling would be the way to go, huh?
Lou
Makes
also
sense.
said that like undying or undead or what else did Lou say, guys? Were all
So,
valid choices. Oh.
Asimar.
Asimar and the Asimar could even be some of the people that Radu's patrons sent to help. And also the paladins that went through, the Therian paladins that went through and never came back. There's some possibility that they're somehow still here, corrupted or undead, or somehow
So
living,
my
or they're
funny
off
enough,
ancestors.
my idea, Rhea, was for an unholy paladin.
Okay, you could be somehow either one of the paladins that went through, or somehow an ancestor of that's like that never came back 1,200 years ago.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. So okay, so Clank kills himself and we have to make characters. All right.
Well,
And
okay, as
Radu,
far as I'm concerned,
potentially.
Clank
And
and Radu are
Radu, I guess,
together
yeah.
and still have a chance.
This is all right. So yeah, I mean, shit. I guess we're gonna have to.
Adventures in the multiverse.
I mean, I don't know. I can't. Like Ophelia's gonna be out over there trying. I guess. And who was the one? Kudo was gonna be the one sending messages at midnight every night.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I can too. So with trying to work on our side for stuff, I got some spells, that are like good for once a days, right? Like all the commune spells and talking with your deity. There's like divination, right? So we may have some options to try to help us, and then
Oh my
relay
gosh,
some
guys, so
information
much has
back to
gone
our
down.
guy.
I totally forgot to take notes.
Enjoy your recap. It's gonna hurt right in the feels.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
speaking
gotta
of
do
recaps,
last one. So
and I think Matt's got to do the other one.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
we're a little behind here.
Yeah, I'll just have to watch
that's
the
how I've always
stream at
been,
some point to refresh my memory. So, like, I could
Yeah,
do an
Matt-
outline. I could do an outline from memory, but if I have a chance to watch the stream, I will.
Matt was kind of like I said. So the reason I kind of knew it was right, Matt was kind of filling me in a little bit. So I was like, "Hey, just text me if something's going on. You need me to make a decision or something, right?
Something
Or
went
you need
on.
input."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't fucking know it was going to be that. Then I'm like, "Yeah, text me if something's going on. I'll work with you." Da da da. And try to at least do it like remotely, right? And then I come back and be like, "Yeah." So Clink just threw himself through a portal.
With Radu.
Radu.
With
Yeah, Radu and
yeah. Sorry,
Radu,
Radu. I'm
real
like
quick.
omitting you.
Weird.
I'm just like taken aback too because Matt's text literally says, "I just offed Clank." I'm just
And
like,
you
oh
were-
my god.
And this session started with him being adamant that Clank wasn't going through.
Yeah, I just wanted us to be
He's the only
friends
one.
and do it together. Why did you do this to me, Clank?
I realized that after what we found out,
I
there
am
was
back.
one way to solve this problem, and one of Plank's themes from his life has been that he's a mere mortal. He came in here for treasure. He opened the door for treasure. He's the one who pushed to open the door, and he's just a mortal, so he can easily die. That's the end of it.
Are you okay, Matt, and Radu, like with us making characters and playing that out, or were you actually trying to like off your characters or what?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure. Like, as much as I hate all of this, I do want to respect whatever your choices are.
Radu was always about
What are you saying was? Don't say that. You are.
No, I'm saying was until Lou has a plan of if we're doing split games or what. So his whole thing was sensual, finding things that are new experiences and all that, and going to the abyss was a new experience. So he had planned on doing that before, and then once his patron said that somebody needs to go, it's a one-way trip possibly. Somebody goes through, it's instant. The portal will shut instant. He goes, I have to do it. That was the moment he goes, I have to go through no matter what. And that whole time where Matt was talking with you guys, I've been texting, or when Clank was talking with you guys, I had been privately texting Lou saying, okay, he's taking off his gauntlets and sneaking towards the exit. Because he was planning to do it while you guys were distracted, so he could get it done right away. Nobody else would have been endangered. And then Matt attached himself to that and was like, ah.
And see, when Rhea came back with the crystal and like held it out for anyone in the party to take, like it never occurred to her that someone was going to do this.
But that was the thing, is as soon as it's offered, I mean, I said it twice because my mic was off. But it was like, oh, I'm going to take the crystal. Yeah, no problem. I've got it. Yay, you don't have to worry about it now.
So have you guys seen the movie The Other Guys?
Yeah.
I've seen the movie The Other Guys. They're the two guys at the beginning of the movie that jump off the fucking roof.
Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes. We can do it.
My hero.
Yeah. Like,
and Mikey,
exactly what played in my mind.
Wait, there's no bushes down there. What are they talking
Mikey
about?
Shock tried to volunteer, and Melody was going to go with him if he did. And we're like, heck no.
Yeah, I would have sent Shaq. No, I wouldn't have. I would have done it myself.
I was gonna. He stole Shock's idea. He was like, "I'll do this for you guys," and they're like, "Nope," and they just ran through.
Missed the bushes completely.
Yeah, there's no bushes. There's no missing bushes that don't exist. So yeah, I mean, we can follow either story. I'm happy to, follow Clank and Oswin into there, or we can keep following this side and just hope for the best for Clank. I'd probably do like a percentage roll, giving him a certain percentage to survive. Something like that.
What about Radu? Is he not included in the same encounters as Clank?
Yeah, but just with the two of them, like it would be really hard for them to actually survive this.
I'm down. I personally vote that I think it would be really interesting to follow the abyssal side, even if that means some of us have to, come back with some characters next week.
Let's do a quick vote. So I guess in the chat, either Abyss or Gaian, right? Abyss or Gaian. All right, Ophelius is Abyss. Well, I guess. Is everyone going? Well?
I mean, to be fair,
I'm gonna respect Clank's. I'm actually gonna.
That's it. Yep.
Veto that and go with what Clank and Randy want. Randy, what do you want? Do you want to follow Guy or do you want to follow?
I'm going to have fun at the table no matter what. Yeah, I know that sucks that I'm being vague, but
well, here's.
I don't want us to chase a story you guys don't want us to chase. If you want to leave this up to chance, Clank, you're chaotic neutral.
The Abyss is super interesting.
But
go ahead. What are you saying, Mary?
I know that it is there, and I know it is Clank and Radu that are there now, and it's their story now. But some of us wanted to go through that portal all along, so I don't know that it's just one or two players' story. No matter what way we choose, it's still a group story.
So wait, you voted Gaian, but you said the Abyss is super interesting.
Yeah. No, so you're absolutely right. Gaia, I voted Gaia and want to continue the short plot line on Gaia. the Abyss is super interesting. You know, I've spent the past week studying it and like figuring it out.
Yeah, and I have an adventure
I think we
plan
need
for
to-
it that none of
Yeah.
you have played before, which is why
Yeah.
I thought it might be
Ooh.
fun to play that, because no one here has played my Abyss content.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Not
Uh,
even Mary, because it's
Right?
only been done for one
Mary
game, and
has
she's
been
not in that
begging for new stories, so
Now that
Kudo,
said, there's nothing wrong with my Gaian content because there's a lot
Right.
of new stuff in there too. But I think either way you guys go would be fun, and you might be able to save Clank going to the Abyss. But yeah, like I said, that's why I said we should vote on it.
well, and we should
But it's
also
just like now everyone's like, I'm changing my vote to Clank's vote, and so it's like, oh my god,
yeah.
yeah.
you guys are killing me.
Lou, I do have a question. Is if we do like this side quest for the Abyss with our re-rolling new characters and stuff, is that going to have a negative impact for the characters and stuff that are left back on Gaian and like what we're trying to do currently?
Why would it? What do you mean negative impact? How would it even impact them?
Like if we're passing, let's say like weeks or something in there, right? Like, is that going to delay like Isik to where we're going to have like
Oh.
negative repercussions for things that are going on there?
Well, are these characters heading back to Isik at this point? The ones who didn't go through?
I feel like they'd be doing something. They wouldn't sit on their butts and
Yeah.
twiddle their thumbs.
Ophelia would be
Maybe
trying
trying to
to,
figure
like,
out a
do
way to follow
ascending.
them in there or something.
or continuing to help our people in, like, or at least notifying everybody in Isik that, trying to work it out so we can continue maybe like some like light things in
Maybe
Isik,
continue
like in the
clearing-
background
Yeah, continue
while we're
clearing
doing
those
this.
So,
spaces below the
alright.
halls of Tarsus,
Yeah,
maybe.
so I guess then I'd answer your question with an it depends. Like, are you going to be staying here trying to figure out a way to help Clank and Radu get back, or would they go to Isik and try to continue to help their people there, your allies, Orcard and Sithril?
Alan hasn't given up on him. Like, I think Alan
Yeah.
would want to try to.
So if
figure
they
out
stay
how to-
here, both options would have consequences. If they stayed here, it would affect the story. If they went back, it would affect the story.
Ria's not going to hang around. The portal is closed. The portal is no longer here. So even if we do want to focus on finding a way to get to the Abyss to help them somehow, like, Ria wouldn't believe that staying here
or
is...
figure out a way to like learn where they are in the Abyss and maybe like figure out if there's a way to open a portal near them. Like, not necessarily to go, but to give them a way out.
Right, but staying here underground in this room that is now empty and portalless, Ria's gonna encourage us to like either return to the Isik storyline or consider going somewhere where we can find greater libraries, and not necessarily up to Char because we're wanted up there.
You could probably use the Hollow Point, like the
to go to the
Alcavian
Alcavian Lab and
Labs.
research there. Yeah.
But yeah, so if you want to invest I'd say if you want to invest your time in that, it could benefit your group in the Abyss somehow. If you want to go back to help Isik, it could help that side of the story in case something goes wrong there.
Well, and
Okay.
Ria's definitely...
That makes sense.
Ria's definitely down for returning to
You
Isik,
guys-
even while
you
we
guys
may be...
completely threw me like 15 curveballs on this storyline. I
Right?
don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's like, all right, we're not going to hang out in this thing. We're going to go ride a train. I'm like, all right, cool. And then like, all right, now we're going to do this. I'm like, okay, cool. Yep, writing it. Yep, the story's going. And now it's like, now we're opening up the Abyss portal. It's like, up. All right, we're going this. And then it's like, now we're splitting the party and going through. I'm just like, oh my God, what is going on? I have
So
no
for the
idea.
record, though, Ria would
Who's gonna
not
need
want
another
to...
vacation.
Yeah, I need to go
Ria
back to
didn't
California.
necessarily want to leave Isik when we found the train.
Matt, I'm coming to your what is it, Wine Grove? I'm coming there.
Oh, hell yeah!
I'm gonna need
Then
to have
you're
some drinks. I'm gonna have to like kick back and like heal from this whole experience.
We want a pic of you guys toasting your wine glasses.
I'll be down there with Matt, just like doing the clink
Yeah,
toast.
Get-
Like,
walking through the vine,
yeah.
getting our little Instagram pics.
Yeah.
I do
With the
think
sunset in the background over the mountains.
All right, now you're selling me on this. I might actually. Have to do this.
I do think that the
just-
party that stays behind, like Rhea would definitely not want to tarry too long without at least going back and forth between here in Isik, or anywhere else in Isik, because she is worried that, that vault is going to get opened. You know,
I just
and
want to
that-
mention real quick, just to say how far off you guys are. This is a like first campaign side quest that I added. This was supposed to happen in Trouble at Char, this event, and you guys came back during Secrets of Isik to do it. So
Yup.
I just found that hilarious. But okay, sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, just Rhea would go along with the other party if everyone else feels strongly otherwise. And I think going to the labs to research how to help our friends in the abyss might be an option. But honestly, Rhea would prefer that like we do get back to Isik and figure out what Cithril and Orkard are up to and keep the momentum there before someone gets that vault opened. But again, she's also worried about what's going down with Radu and Clank. So if everyone else would rather go find a library and research how we can help, then she would go with that too.
Yeah.
So the first thing we have to figure out is, are we doing, the abyss, or are we just leaving them to their fate? And we were kind of having a vote. Last thing I saw, Clank said Gaia, and Radu said, I don't want to vote. So it looked like it was 3 for the abyss, but then everyone was like, I'm changing to Clank's vote.
My vote does
Abyss.
not change. My vote has never changed.
Okay.
I was thinking just if like he wanted to, like if they were doing it with like, okay, yeah, we're planning on re-rolling characters, then it doesn't make sense to follow the abyss. But if they're interested in keeping the characters, then I for sure want to do the abyss, right? That was what I was trying to clarify.
Matt wants to try to keep Clank, right?
I'm not sure at this point.
Oh, all right.
I did want to originally, but as I said, I kind of stepped through the abyss, through that portal.
Well, would Clank
not
try to survive once he's in there along with Radu?
Ooh.
I would assume he's like, or is he gonna like off himself or something? He's getting kind of.
Yeah.
I would assume he's trying to like find a way back, just that things would be dangerous.
If Radu has any chance to impress upon him, he's definitely going to do the stay away from suicide.
Yeah.
He's,
All right.
be as sneaky as possible.
So yeah.
So that makes me abyss then. I vote for abyss.
All right. Well, like I said, Matt, would you want to keep playing Clank?
Yeah, I guess. I might change my mind midway through this week, but I've already uploaded my character to this game, so yeah,
Alright.
I'll keep going with Clank.
All right.
I mean,
And
Radu isn't the worst to get stuck with if you in the situation you're in. Like honestly,
And what are you saying, Liz?
pretty good, choice there.
were you looking forward to playing a new character?
I mean, so before I was really looking forward to playing Clank, and that's why I didn't want to go to the Abyss. But I did build a new character just for the Abyss. But yeah, Clank is there now, so I guess.
All right. So
You should let me go on my own, Clank.
I know.
you could have just
know.
let Radu go.
Oh,
I
man.
know I could have.
Should have let Shock go. I think that would have had more of an impact.
That would have been so sad. We just
Shock
send
and
Shock and Melody into the abyss.
It's like like when you're
Oh,
watching
but it's
whatever
not
it
sad
is.
sending Radu into the abyss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again,
see,
Rhea believed the deceit.
No,
Oh, man.
Radu was never deceitful in his statement.
No, you're right. But like,
it's like those movies where like humans die and we're like, yeah, whatever, but then a dog dies. You're like, they killed the
After this
dog.
movie, I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
no, I know you didn't
Shock.
lie, Radu,
I'm
but
outta
you
here.
also
That's bullshit.
had a patron who at least is making some efforts to work for you already before you even went in.
Wait, did you just call Shock the party dog?
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
It's a fake
Alright,
dog.
just wanted to make
I'd be sad.
Marley.
Oh, you fucker.
Cujo.
Oh, Balto.
Yeller.
Oh, Yeller. Alright. Well.
Genji. So here's another thing. I've been playing since the end of first edition, beginning of second edition, and one of the one of the settings I've always wanted to play on, but I couldn't convince my table was Planescape, and this ties in well with Planescape stuff.
Yeah, it's only one of the planes, but I mean,
Yeah.
it is.
It has the potential of traversing.
All right. Well. Okay, so now that we know we're doing the Abyss storyline, I need to know from the. I guess Felix isn't here, but for those who stayed behind, the three.
He rolled up a character also, so.
Yeah, but I need to know what the four of you? Yeah, what the four of you are doing. Are you going to try to do research to help bring them back, or are you heading back to Isik to assist your allies there?
Research first, then Isik would be Alwyn's
Spot
choice.
on. I'm right there with you, Alan.
I'm down for that.
All right, so you're voting
Rio would probably frequently kind of keep track of how much time we were spending and discuss with the others, you know, if we shouldn't at least revisit Isik, even if we're going back and forth. But I think doing some time in the library makes sense.
Okay, so the vote here is to stay for, like, how long are you staying here? I assume you.
I don't think we're staying here. I think we're going to the Alcavian lab.
Let's start with a day, Lou. We can just start with like a day. That for sure we're gonna try to do some research. So we'll spend like a full day.
Well, it would probably be at least a week, like a downtime week.
To find like something for a full week. Okay, yeah. So we can send a message over to Isik. I'm down to send a message over to Isik, let him know that we need 5 days.
All right, so we're staying.
And then we'll take that 5 days then and start there.
All right. So now that I know that, I have to give you guys character sheets.
Yeah, and doing at least 5 days gives us, you know, that like downtime research week kind of thing. And if all the characters are doing it, we have a better chance of finding stuff. And the druids might be helping us.
All right, so Riala needs a sheet. Don't edit these yet. I'm just making them because I gotta share my books as well. Alwyn, you need a sheet.
I might just import from another game.
Oh, all right. Well, you have a sheet just in case.
Okay.
And Ophelia, you need a sheet. Okay, so yeah, there are 3 fresh characters with weird names because, you know, Roll20. Let me go make sure my books are shared. I don't know if we'll have much time to play more. It's like I said, you guys threw me through all kinds of loops.
I threw myself through a loop.
Okay, good. I am sharing my books right now. So if you guys want to quickly try to make characters.
Okay.
I thought you were, honestly, I thought you were just going to take the train, see that it connected, and be like, all right, let's get back to Isik. But then it was like the whole thing. It's like, all right, we're going to go.
Well, once we got back here, like, I think they wanted to finish clearing spots we'd left behind. And there's a few spots.
Collect treasures. We want to collect treasures.
Yeah. That was the driving force. Clank wanted to find shinies.
Clank found a shiny that was too big.
You guys didn't want to fight 4 stone golems.
The Kenku dug too deep.
Hey, with Kudo out, is someone updating the inventory? Because we should mention what's on Alwyn that it says is on Clank, since we clarified that Clank had handed that over.
Oh, yeah.
I assume Alwyn took the ruby worth 100 GP on his character.
Yeah, Alwyn would take.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm talking about
leave stuff sitting in there, but we do need to sort out everything. Basically, everything that's listed as Clank is Alwyn.
That's the way it's been. It's Clank's bag holding.
You say that, but the inventory does not reflect that. The inventory says you were carrying.
The inventory reflects that it's Clank's bag of holding that Alwyn is carrying.
Oh, so Clank's bag of holding does not mean.
That's what we've been trying to say. Yeah.
Yep.
I see. All right. That was confusing to me then. All right, touche.
Yeah.
So did someone take the?
Because there was 1 or 2 lines that said Alwyn, so that's why I thought Clank. Yeah.
Did anyone take the gauntlets
of
of power? Does anyone have that on their
Ophelia
sheet?
would
Right?
have.
Ophelia would.
Ophelia.
Okay, so make sure she has that.
You guys are lovely.
So if you
Yeah.
go to the top of the journal, there should be a character up there with a weird name that you have control
Locos
of.
Estiep.
Sure,
Okay.
if that's the one you can, because you'd only
Okay.
see one. There's like 4, but you'd only see one. And you should have
I
the
see.
ability.
Was this what Maw of Yenogu?
What?
No,
No, that
above
was
those.
one of
So
the
No,
there's
above them.
default.
Chasuva, Ma, Kinri, or Kirin, and then whatever's up above.
Ah, okay. I
Of the
see. I see.
Kirin is what you're looking for. Yeah. The other stuff is the
So you
demons
can-
he revealed to us.
You should be able to edit that sheet and like use it to make a character and such.
All right. I guess we're going through and make.
Uh,
Would there be bugbears in the? the
Yep.
above?
There's a
Everything is there.
layer for bugbears.
Yeah.
Are
Even
there
if they got
Dragonborn?
like pulled there or
Yep.
something.
I mean,
Everything is there.
I kind of
Yeah.
mentioned the things that would be easiest to incorporate, and he goes, "Like, are there bugbears? Are there dragonborn?"
miss-
I'm like, "Oh my god."
Well, I mean,
I miss what's easiest, Luke. Can you say
Okay,
those
so
races?
I'll go over it again. Warforged, who are like kind of destroyed and can be reactivated during the initial attack. Corrupt dwarven
Attack.
paladins. Well, when the dwarves came back to close the gate, they brought a whole bunch of guys in with them. Like some sort of
Okay.
corrupt dwarven paladins, maybe with like undying, or what's the other one where you're like a vampire?
Vampire.
Vampire, like some kind of
Vampire,
thing
yeah.
on them that's making them immortal. Because the corruption of the abyss would have done something to them. There's the what are the Celestials? The
Asimar.
Asimar. You could be an Asimar warrior sent by one of Kieran's allies to help them. You can be a maybe like a Tiefling warrior of the Blood War, like someone from the Hells who's there fighting for the Blood War, because the Abyss the Abyss and the Hells are always fighting each other.
So Karlak.
Yeah, so like a Karlak type character. You could, I mean, I'm not sure how to explain a Dragonborn or a Bugbear. Like,
Could they have been like
That's fine. I don't need those.
pulled through a portal or captured somehow? Like
There's
yeah,
a plane for bugbear, or there's a layer of the abyss for where bugbears live.
yeah,
I mean,
but we're not
Karlak
necessarily
was
going
born
to
in
that layer.
Karlak was born in Baldur's Gate and got
I mean,
like
I can make anything
to
like
a
with a
demon
hand
by a
wave and
warlock.
say like you fell through a portal or something, but I'm just telling you what would be easiest to
Yeah,
incorporate story wise.
that makes sense.
Those like things have a built-in story with the, original dwarven excursion to close the portal, or like the Kieran's allies that were sent. If you want to just be whatever you want, then I can hand wave something like you were stuck in a portal a long time ago and have been trapped here a bit, or just some other excuse.
Yeah.
The bugbears, like there might be a level of the abyss for them, but this probably isn't it. This is more related to Yenogu, this area.
May I say something
Now
about
he
that?
was like Knowles, right?
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah, Knoll as well. If you want to play a Knoll, that would be yeah.
Is that a playable race?
I don't know actually.
I'm sure there's homebrew Knoll
hang on
race
a sec.
stuff. But
What were
Exploring
you saying?
Eberron has Knowles in Exploring Eberron, which is a third party.
oh, gotcha.
If you use the Planescape concepts, any of the races could be there because they'd most likely be in Sigil, the main city, and then they'd go to one of the end. Every single plane has portal towns that people can go to and interact with. So you might get the right key, which is a weird ass, like it could be a dirty snot rag from a halfling, and you stumble down a certain alley, and poof, you're now in the plains. So that's the way Sigil works. Is they have weird keys that can get you anywhere. So basically, hand waving's easy through the Sigil on whatever race you want to play that Lou's accepting.
I've told you the ones that would make the most sense story wise, but yeah, if you want to play something else, we can figure it out. But yeah, those I actually do have story that would be connected to one of those Basically, those are like my like Baldur's Gate 3, like, what are they called?
The guess.
No, like
Companion.
backgrounds.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Okay.
Baldur's Gate 3. These are like actual characters who I plan to have in here. It would be like stuff like those things I mentioned, because those
Okay.
relate to what happened. But yeah, if you want to make something else, you'll be Tav if you want to make something else. It'd just be that guy who just shows up. It's like, oh, this is kind of cool with whatever your story is that you came up with. So, yeah. Okay. I think we have a plan. I said you guys have been throwing me through loops, but I like it. I think we can make it interesting.
Don't worry, Lou.
Hopefully
We'll
you're
throw
all
out new
still
loops
having
next
fun.
time.
Yeah, you'll get to the abyss and go somewhere else. I go to Sigil. It's like, oh no.
road trip.
Yeah. Let's go to the stars. Maybe you'll find an alternate way to night weather through the plains. That's when we've really gone off the rails. We like
We
just
just really want to.
forget about Isik and just like go to the stars.
Lou, our only asks are we save our companions, we get all the loot, and
Your asks?
we have no consequences.
Is this a hostage negotiation? We want
You
Clank
can neither
back.
confirm nor deny.
We want our Clank. Give us the Clank, and no one goes to the astral plane. Just give him back.
Oh no, I want to go to the astral plane. I was intending for her. I thought Rio was going to go there at the beginning of this session.
Well, you went there in one of the other games already.
Did I?
Yeah.
Where?
Monday group.
Monday went. Oh, to the astral. Sorry. I was talking about abyss. When you said astral, I was thinking abyssal. Sorry. You're right. Yes, Monday group did go to the astral. Yes.
Yeah.
I was totally still thinking about the abyssal. And again, Ria thought she was going to the abyssal plane at the beginning of the session. Like she never expected any of this all to happen.
I didn't expect any of this to happen. I just thought we were going to go to the abyss today, and then like it became a whole thing. All right. Well, hopefully everyone still had fun. I still had fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just means I have to. Oh yeah, like I said, I do have a bunch of content for this, so it should be fun.
Good.
Because you guys never
I'm
got
excited.
to experience it in the first chapter because you skipped this part.
Like we ended up with very different main characters on the abyss side, but I'm excited we are still going to follow this quest line, just like I thought we were gonna do when we began this session. So
It was supposed to be just Matt and Felix making alternate characters, but now it's like everyone else. I guess it would still be Felix making alternate character.
yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, the books are shared. I don't know if we can do much else. We
Yes,
just have to make these characters. Remember, they're level 9.
Okay.
And Clank will find some friends waiting on the other side.
Do friends exist in the abyss?
Friends,
We'll
fiends.
see.
What's the difference?
Fiends or friends.
One letter. One letter is.
A bunch of tabs. Everyone just makes a tab.
I'm
But-
ready to join the blood war.
Exactly. Clank ends up on like the what are those like hell biker guys?
Yeah.
He gets
Hells
one of those,
Angels?
No, there's like a hell biker
Yeah.
faction in the hells. Like they're
Oh,
literally
gosh, I
like
don't know.
tieflings who ride these huge. It's basically like Mad Max.
Mechanical, yeah.
Yeah, they like tieflings who ride these huge like machines around, like firing harpoons at other machines.
Yeah.
And
I've
And anything that lives.
I've played Descent to Avernus, and that's where these machines are.
yeah,
Can't remember the name of the machines, but they are fun.
yeah. It's basically Mad
Yeah,
Max in the hells.
I had to think about what I want to play.
Mad Max. You
No, I'm sorry. I'm back to my abyss character.
I know. I'm being a twit.
Mad
You're
Clank.
fine.
Mad Clank Fury Road. I mean, he is an artificer. He could build like one of those things and just ride it around in the hells.
Mad Clank. Feathery Road.
He is about to gain as much power as he can before he gets murdered.
Clank will be a very, very different Kenku when we find him.
Yup.
Well, he wanted to have like a little gang of his own, so maybe this is where he finds a gang.
It's true.
Yeah, but
like
they're
that was
all
the whole reason he
pretty
started training
Kenku.
with the Blood Hand. Was like maybe I can take over them.
Clank's
Not
Riders.
maybe. I could take them over.
Clank
The
makes
clink,
himself
clank,
like
flop.
a motorcycle. Alright. Well, I think we're pretty much done. I guess MVP votes. I got 2 already. Sorry you missed most of it, Mikey. I was gonna say, like,
Honestly, I
having...
feel like the session might have gone differently if like you
Yeah,
had been
It definitely
here.
would have gone different with me
That's
here.
what I was saying. Mikey's gonna be upset he missed this. I do
Yeah,
suggest
we said that a couple
watching,
times during the session.
I do suggest watching if you have some time to kind of see how it played out, because it was kind of interesting.
Okay.
But Radu and Alwyn, I need D20 rolls. You guys are tied. This was definitely a heavy RP session. Oh,
Come on, 20.
Yeah, like last week's journal is like
Yeah,
all
no.
combat, and this week's journal is all RP.
that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to get my. Can you roll for me? I'm still building my character, and I can't
Sure.
exit out of this sheet.
I'm still proud. I'm still proud of the one. I'm still proud of the one
Radu
journal I
is.
wrote on the Thursday group that literally passed 3.5 months in game in one journal.
All right,
I
Radu,
remember that.
you are MVP. Congrats. Get your inspiration point.
Great. Can I be inspired to pass it off to Ellen?
No.
We're gonna find you, Radu. We're gonna find you, Clank.
Oh no, I really, really enjoyed his role play.
Yeah, but you still can't pass off inspiration points. It's not a thing. And you guys ask me like every day or every week.
Oh no. What we need to ask you is, did we level up?
We haven't had a long rest yet tonight.
I'm gonna roll a DM saving throw on that. Hopefully.
We're in hell. I don't think we're gonna have.
I just took psychic damage.
It takes
So if we're building
48 psychic.
characters, if we're building characters at level A9, right? Then we get 1 uncommon magic item. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yay!
1 uncommon, and it can't be something that affects your ability scores.
Okay.
So no, like what's it called? Like
Ogre
Headband of
strength
Intellect.
or headband of intellect. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just make an
Oh.
artificer, and then you can make
Oh,
the
that's a
headband
new
of
rule.
intellect yourself.
Yeah. Because
At
people are
level
using
10.
people are using it to min max too much. They're like basically dump stat something, then like headband of intellect to make up for it, and it's So I just said no more of that. If you
Gotcha.
find one, that's fine, but you can't start with one. So
So,
if you
I
want to
just-
dump stat a thing, hoping you'll find a headband of intellect, you have to deal with the consequences till you find that headband,
Or do you find
Put it
until
on
you
your
find
wish
a
list.
selfless artificer?
or you get an artificer to infuse you one, which is the easier
So-
option.
So DM, I just
So,
realized
player.
Radu has the trait of, or the ideals of daring. I am most happy when risking everything.
Oh,
Oh, well, there you go. That's
was
an
really
easy
fitting, huh?
inspiration point. So yeah, you definitely earned an inspiration point from that one.
What the hell? I
Yay.
can't find my feet.
They're under your legs.
No,
Attached to
not
your ankles?
that. I've got my feature as military rank, but I don't see it in here.
Features. Which one did you use? The. Oh, sometimes we have to hand type in all the background stuff and all that.
Alright, I didn't actually have much to do for my notes this week because it was all like a lot of the RP stuff. Oh wait, the druids. I forgot about that. I should mention that in my notes.
I'm kind of pleased. Like, I know that we left mostly kind of allied. Well,
And the
we had.
Kieran.
We weren't
That's right.
super friendly. Like, we kind of came to an agreement and then, kind of left them there. So I was really pleased with the reception that they gave when we went back, and that, they were immediately on board with helping us. That was kind of cool. And also, guys, like, how often do we, like, come up with a plan to send a single person off somewhere, and they'll come right back, and it goes that smoothly?
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't think of anything too terrible, like, with the plan, but also, like, what if I'd gotten there and someone else had invaded the labs and taken it from the druids, or I don't know.
It's possible.
So yeah, that was clean and simple, and we thought on it harder than we needed to, but it turned out to be easy.
Sometimes it's just easy.
And I was trying to be really brief with it, because first off, whenever I'm split from the party, I kind of like hate keeping the camera away from the rest of the group. But also, I felt like it was totally reasonable for Rhea to be a little bit abrupt in character as well, because she's like, there's flippin' demon portal, So
Alright, I got my notes done, I think.
all right, guys, I think I'm gonna head out. Thank you